Let's start over.
Again.
Shh, they don't know that.
Oh yeah. See, I told you. As soon as I start talking. Oh yeah. Welcome to the No Spoilers podcast. With Paul Turner 94, Mr. Ho, Happy Go Lucky Gamer, and Railsy 93.
How's it going, guys?
Thanks
I
for
was just thinking
stopping by.
That was
Okay.
fantastic. Thank you for the intro.
So
man.
we did record like 5 minutes of the podcast before realizing that I was streaming it on the wrong channel. So
Perfect.
sorry
I
about
got it
that.
right on the non-real version.
But we should be alright now.
Actually, no, I
Um,
didn't.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Oh, well.
Good.
I'm back,
Welcome to
Ho.
episode 6, by the way. I forgot to mention it this time around, but it's June already.
Mhm.
Creeped up
June.
on us.
Been a long time.
It's June.
Yeah, we were saying on the last. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but like we were talking before. We were also talking on the stream before that Elder Scrolls Online's out in 5 days. Like, where the fuck did that come from? Well, for the PS4 anyway. It's Tamriel Unlimited Edition. It's crept up.
But it's shit as well.
Yeah, I mean, I won't be getting it yet.
It'll be interesting to like have a like play around it, because especially now it's free. Because like, especially with like paid subscription and things like that. It's like, I guess you do have like some of them do like day trials, right? But
Yeah.
it's not really like.
No, you can't. Apart from maybe Final Fantasy 14, but you can't get the full experience from
No, definitely
an
not.
MMO from a trial. Like, you can get
No.
into
Well-
the
Well,
story.
I got a pretty good run for a
well, like
trial.
that's what I mean with Final Fantasy 14. You can actually
But I got a
you can do
month
you can do a
free.
lot in the trial for Final
But
Fantasy
it'll
14.
be good to see like doing just like a literally a test trial where you don't make your own account. But you put in like max level, so you get to play the end game for like probably like do like a 3-hour trial or something like that. Well,
Yeah,
would you
but
be interested?
It's so hard to
say, like,
get into an MMO in 3 hours. Like,
well, no, but if
You're
you're
still
like
doing the
literally-
tutorial.
oh, actually, that's true. Thinking about it, maybe like a day.
they
Then.
drag that shit out. No, I think
I was gonna
I
say,
think a week trial is enough.
We try.
Yeah.
But it
he's
starts
gonna
you like
have
say
3
halfway.
hours of game.
I mean, how many
I
people?
was
Go on.
sorry. I was thinking about like, but I forgot like people don't actually when like you pick up a new game, people don't know what the fuck to do. So I guess
It's
like
true
you
as
do
well.
need
A lot of
like, at least-
MMO is based off the community finding stuff, and
And again, most MMOs are pretty much like control wise, it's all the same. Apart from like when you're
Yeah.
playing on PS4, PC.
we've said this before talking about Final Fantasy. It's like an MMO is the same. In what sense?
Essentially,
You've
it's
always
the
got the
same.
dungeons, you got the grinds, the fetch
Yeah.
quests. It's all the same, really. It's just a different coat
It's
of
just a
paint,
different way of done it.
different universe.
Sometimes the
I
key
mean,
findings are
I
different.
don't mind. I like the Elder Scrolls universe. It'd be interesting. I've played a little bit of ESO when it was in beta, like last year. But I didn't really take to it that much, to be honest. I was just blinded by FF14 just because the love for it. Love that game so much. Can't wait to get back on it. But,
I'm kind of scared of getting back on it.
yeah, same. Especially like since I've got nothing to do now. Like,
So I'm gonna have to get good at it again.
oh yeah,
It's like-
learning all this fucking shit again. That's the good thing though. It doesn't take too long to get back into. Like, how long did we? When did we play it? It was like March. Was it March or
This month.
early this year?
No, this month. I mean,
Um,
this year.
This one.
This year. This month.
This month.
Yeah, early this year.
Just started.
We,
Early this month.
we hammered it. We hammered it hard. I think I hammered it harder this year than I did last year playing it. I definitely
for
got
sure.
I definitely got into it a lot more, just because of
There was a lot
the
more
the
of us,
updates.
though.
That's true. Yeah, there was more of us. And
Yeah.
no, we'll wait. No, there's a lot more. There's a lot more of us playing it, which was a lot funner. But also they had like the 5 updates, which was good. It included the hard mode of every dungeon and stuff like that.
the end game on Final Fantasy 14 is like
It's strong.
the best thing. It's the best thing about it. Especially if you're just a Final Fantasy fan, because it plays the nostalgia a bit as well. Like it just brings it just incorporates all the bosses that you're used to, kind of they all kind of appear
No spoilers.
end game most of. That's not really a spoiler, is it? Thingy, because it's all optional anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
But no, it's good. if you're into MMOs and you haven't played Final Fantasy 14, I definitely recommend getting it and
trying out.
maybe get it as soon as possible. I'd say get it when Heaven's Ward comes out, but you can't play Heaven's Ward until you're up to date on the story anyway, so you won't be able to play it until you're up to date. But to be honest, you can beat the story in like in a month, in the month
Yeah.
trial, easy.
Mm.
Yeah, well,
On your own as well. Like it's so.
if you play it non-stop as well, like you'll.
Yeah. I mean, the quests are literally most of them anyway is just like speak to this person, go and talk to this person, take this here, fight 3
Don't
enemies, you're done. Like
Don't forget about your challenge log. Is it your challenge log?
oh, the challenge
Like,
log.
I didn't know was there, and I was like, "What? I could have been getting like mega XP."
Dan like grinding
That's
to get to
just
levels
pure.
like level 50, and then like when he gets to like level 48, he discovers that you have a challenge log, which is like a bonus XP log.
Like a massive XP boost, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you messing."
Well, we've got
Oh,
some big news today.
Big news.
Fallout 4.
Hey, big boys.
Fallout
Big news, big
4.
boys.
Fallout 4. Fallout 4. But yeah, I've
You
been
sound very
looking-
excited.
You know, actually, it should be noted
It's the
that
blind
like
thing.
I'm extremely hungover today. I don't know if you can tell, but Dan's back in Liverpool, so like we were out having a drink last night. We like went to a Chinese karaoke, which was quite fun.
Japanese.
I'm
my
glad I
voice-
didn't
my
go.
voice is shot.
Fella
But,
came in.
The
bought us
fella
all shots.
borderline kicked us out. It was embarrassing, but we had a laugh. It was good. Yeah. Were you not there? Oh, you got off, didn't you? Yeah, Carl, you got off, but
They didn't
like,
boot us out. They were closing. So
oh, were they closing? Right, yeah. So we all stood outside waiting to go, and the two Phils were still inside singing.
and
like,
what
the
are they
guy
doing?
came
They
out-
were just there. Cooper. Coming from
And then the guy came out and said, "Would you mind to collect your friends?" And we were just like, "Fuck."
Should have said, they're not my mates.
So we went,
They They were nice in there. The fellas.
so we went back. Twitch
What
Coffee
the
House.
fuck?
Can you watch this video for a full minute? As much as I'd love to, Twitch Coffee House, we're kind of doing a show right now. A minute of dead air is a bit embarrassing, but we could watch. We'll watch it
No.
in the break, and we can come back after.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to watch it.
Yeah, we'll watch it in the break. If you want to stick around for that, we usually have a break about halfway through before we discuss other topics. But yeah, Fallout 4. So we were out last night, and just doing some things around town and that, and then everyone's going on about this this Fallout counter, and I was kind of like, ugh, because
Didn't it break?
it's it's about fetuses. Bye, by Twitch Coffee House.
What?
But I don't know. He posted saying,
It's
"Can
a
you watch this
legitimate
video?"
message.
Did
Yeah,
he-
it's a feature song or some
Did
sort.
someone time him out?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, good mod. So yeah, so here's the thing. Like I have a problem with. Like I don't mind it getting announced because I'm excited for it. But they're doing a press conference on the Sunday night. In America, it's the Monday morning for us. At E3, we'll be away at download. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'll turn my phone off and I'll just watch the. What are you doing, Richard?
No,
You clear in the chat? Yeah, so we'll watch I'll watch the thing when I get back. Well, I've got something to look forward to and stuff like that. I won't get spoiled by the fucking lad Bible or any shit like that. So I was looking forward to that a lot, and then like kind of saw this please stand by website, and I was like, oh well, it's clear what's coming. So I started like convincing myself that it might be like a mobile game or like a spin-off or a remaster of the old ones or something like that. But it was clear it was going to be Fallout 4. Why else would they do it? So I'm on the website and it's like 20 hours till the announcement. I was like, that's tomorrow? Like, why didn't they just fucking wait until E3 and just went, okay, here's Doom, look how much we've been working for Doom, and then like went, oh, and by the way, we have this, and just played it. That would have been the best unveil, but no, they have to fucking jump the gun. Bobby Bobson, 1 2 3 3 2 1, sup. Choco Hawk, hey, what's up, Choco Hawk? So Yeah, I was like, wow. It's like they could have just done it. I mean, I'm not too bothered.
Yeah,
But,
I know what you mean.
do you know what I mean? Though, like we don't get that shock value anymore from stuff.
Unless they're like putting something out now and then they've got something else.
Something else planned, yeah. But that's why we was when I was saying about the Doom trailer. Is it kind of a red herring to like divert people away from Fallout? But then they've done this, so it kind of just cancels it out now anyway. But we all saw the Fallout trailer, right? Should we just talk about it now?
Yeah, so yeah.
Okay, so starts off exactly like Fallout 3 trailer and the Fallout New Vegas trailer, where it starts off like close up to the telly and zooms out and it's showing all this stuff. So I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, that's so cool that they're like, everyone wants you to sing a song, Richard.
Everyone
Right.
by everyone, you mean that one
If you
person.
click the follow button,
Yeah.
the song.
For every follow that we get, you can request a song for Richard to sing.
What? I did not agree with
Sing
this.
the
Bobby
Fallout
Bob's
trailer song.
Yeah, if you click the follow button, for every follow we get, that Richard will sing a song of your request,
Well,
even if it's a fetus song. So yeah, so it starts off the same, and I got really hyped because it was like, oh, they're like sticking to the original stuff like that, but then it flicks back in time to like when before like the Wasteland, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, like there's gonna be like parts of a prequel, or there's gonna be like back in time sequences that show you like when the bombs were dropping and stuff like that in 2200. Is that what it is?
I
can't
did
remember
call
the time.
that, man.
Yeah, you did
Well, not
actually.
call
You
that.
said
I did say like I
you were
would
saying
like
yes,
to see
you'd like to see
a
it when,
prequel
before
of
the
some sort.
Wasteland. But
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. Whether it be like flashback missions or you go back in time or whatever. But that'd be so cool. Make up a song about a fetus on a Christmas tree.
Acapella.
Acapella. Oh, acapella.
Acapella.
Yeah, like we
Jesus.
said, Bobby. If you wanna give us a follow
Everyone,
there.
On
then,
3, everyone. Fetus.
Fetus.
Fetus on a
Oh,
Christmas
Christmas
tree.
Bottom.
Tree.
Make it the biggest
Tree.
that I'd ever see. Boom, 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 boom.
Christmas tree.
Don't need no bubbles. I've got you, baby. Boom, 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 boom.
Don't need no bubbles. All we have is baby fetus tree. Sorry.
The no
Go on.
spoilers barbershop quartet. Yeah, so hype for Fallout 4. Just because I've said
I've
it.
never played Fallout.
You never play
You know
Fallout.
what? My
Um,
experience
haven't?
of it weren't too great.
Do you want me to lend you it? Like I lent Paul it?
I'm pure
Oh, wait.
feeling hype.
You
but
say you didn't
I
like
don't
it,
know
Carl?
what I'm hyping over.
Well,
Didn't Carl like
I
it?
don't know. I enjoyed little bits of it. I thought it was going quite well, and then after the first 15 minutes, I got really fucking bored. I don't like the idea. Like Skyrim was a lot different and stuff like that, where you could fight. I preferred that type of fighting style to
Weapons.
the Fallout and shit.
I
I
guess.
didn't mind the
Yeah.
weapons. It was it's a lot different when it's asking you to, oh, this guy's got fucking 75% health and, body armor and stuff like that. I didn't enjoy that.
Was
too
the body
much.
armor and such? I thought it's just the VAT system. That's different
of
from
the
the
VAT system.
Skyrim.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
It was like the
Sorry.
70, like it shows you like the percentage chance, which I
Chance of
find
it
is
hitting.
like it's really, it's like a good method.
It's
I
good.
guess.
It's good for people
Yeah,
who
you don't
aren't
want it to be
really
like
good
Elder
at
Scrolls,
shooting.
do you?
Yeah.
Well, like for example, me, I'd rather just take the chance. If I'm not gonna beat him, then I'd go back and try it again. Without a doubt, every time someone killed me on that game, I went back and done it again. Anyway, just because your chance might change. Everyone, not the likability of everything to happen in one game.
I think it
You
was
know what I mean?
was it?
Fucking pissed me off.
Do you know who Bobby Bobson is?
No,
It's Adam.
No.
Adam Fazabine.
Yeah, Adam Fazabin. I think it is anyway. He's just said that. And he's
Adam
having a
Bean.
wank watching all three of us.
Wow. Okay. Now listen here, Bobby Bobinson. Don't make me time you out.
Don't make me time you out. But yeah, with
I'm just gonna
Fallout-
clear the chat for that.
with the VAT system.
Oh shit! No!
No!
Bobby Bobinson's someone else. No!
My bad.
Oh shit!
Adam, you following us? If you follow us, you get a surprise. But yeah,
Yes, right.
the good thing about the VAT system on Fallout was it wasn't too OP. Like you couldn't use it all the time, depending on your agility level, depending on how much you could use it. Like, but I thought it was good because it helped people who weren't really good at first person shooters or shooting. So like in Fallout, there's enemies that can be crippled and stuff. Just cutting some trees on RS, please. Listening to your beautiful voices.
Thank you,
We'll be here all
Fazza
night, Adam.
Fazza beans.
Fazza bean,
Fazza.
botting the trees on RuneScape. botting the yew trees outside the GE.
He's a bot.
But yeah,
What we
it's
talking
good
about?
because
The VAT system. Yeah,
it's good for people who aren't really. Ah, Bobby Bobson. Thanks for the follow, everyone. Give him the good fingers. Thanks, Bobby Bobson. I guess you have to request a song now for Richard to sing because we did.
We already
promise him.
sang it. We already sang.
That was a group effort, though.
Okay.
Bobby Bobson, if you want to request a song or ask us a question, feel
No,
free.
if you. What if I'm
Please
just
let
gonna?
him be something about fucking baby metal.
I'm just gonna time him out whenever he says it.
Ha ha
So
ha
you
ha
say-
ha. Sajasa. I think he's just.
I don't know that song.
Oh, he's so yeah. Anyway, back on topic.
Yeah.
It's good for people
Moving
who
on.
aren't really. It allows people who aren't really into first-person shooters to enjoy like the RPG element without having to worry about I can't shoot this enemy or I can't hit this because I'm not really good at.
You're saying
gun,
FPS,
stuff like
but there's also
Well,
it's
there's
not
there's
a
third
first-
person as
There's
well.
third person as well.
Let's say shooter in general, and I don't like using the
Yeah,
word
shooter.
shooter.
That's what I was going to ask. Is it? Can you go third person as
Yeah,
well?
it's like
in-
Skyrim. You can
yeah.
swap between.
Pretty
them.
much like Siren.
But Fallout 3.
Which is weird. I prefer playing Skyrim first person and. Fallout
I always play the same. When you can swap perspectives, I always play in the same way. Like
I-
if I'm exploring, I play third person, or if I'm traveling to somewhere. Same with DayZ. But if I get into a fight, it's always first person because I feel like on eye level, it's much easier to control, like to get grips with a fight than it is third person. I know Carl disagrees with me, but like
Yeah.
when I'm shooting in third person, like I just don't feel like I have the control over the weapon as much, like. Because you're looking down at the head, you're not looking at where the gun's aiming, so to speak.
You can't really say that. 'Cause how did you feel about The Last of Us playing on multiplayer then? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
As you said to me.
But that's kind of
I
over
like
the
playing-
shoulder, innit? Like with Skyrim and
it.
DayZ,
When you
it's kind
yeah,
of like
but
behind the head.
DayZ's mechanics every time, so it's hard to fucking.
We have a
especially that
question,
stupid-
by the way.
if I'm aiming, I'll definitely first person. but
We have a question from the pizza face. He says, "I
Yeah.
saw boobs in the game Far Cry 3. They was nice, and I enjoyed them. But do
Oh,
they
God.
belong in game? I say no." Well, the pizza
Adam's just
face.
messaged me saying, "I like
As
the
long as you
mystical
enjoy
creature
them.
you are cradling."
You're like,
What?
what?
Fucking titty. I like the mystical creature you are cradling.
The mystical creature, Lulu.
Yeah,
Aw.
the dog is a
Lulu's
kid,
lying
lad.
To answer your question, pizza face, do boobs
Pretty
belong
much-
in a game? Well, if it's in context, then I suppose it's fine.
yeah, it's same with the movie. innit?
If you're talking about like what's it called? Dead or Alive? It's Dead or Alive, isn't it?
Oh, Dead or
Beach
Alive,
volleyball.
Yeah. The
I feel
beach
like
volleyball thing.
I feel that's too.
Yeah, but-
it's just it's not as
That's a game. in
It's pretty
terms of
much
just-
arbitrary.
yeah, it's
It
It's-
doesn't
it's
matter
just like,
in the end.
if it's in context, like I understand it. I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy.
having
over it.
boobs in the
I've seen
game,
enough
does that-
boobs, like.
It's kind of like
you know what I mean.
Is it like
Unless
a
you
beach
like those
club
digital
there, and
boobies, then.
There's like a water skiing game and stuff like that, and like that'd just be totally boring if the girls had full clothes on.
Yeah.
For like it's just aimed for evs, really, innit?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause like, why would you buy it? It's probably a shit
There's definitely a
game.
market for people.
Never played
So-
it.
Bobby
Yeah.
Bobson
Yeah,
wants
people-
me to
I
sing
Bobby
his
Bobson
song
really wants you to sing his song. What's the song he
about
wants you to
babies
sing?
with croissants.
Baby-
Babies,
Babies
go on.
with-
Go on, Richard. Do you want me to give you a beat?
I don't, go on, give us a beat. Oh yeah. Oh, it's Mr. Ho in the house. You know what I like to eat for breakfast? It's not croissants, but only babies. Babies for breakfast, not croissants. Keep your croissants. I
What
don't
the
like
hell?
bread. Maybe I eat big.
Things we do for a follow.
Perfect.
We have a
Well-
question from Big Will Cookson. What do you guys
What is
think of them making Grand Theft Auto London version? I mean, I think it's fine. It's nice to have
Oh,
it.
no, what's this?
Nice to have it a bit locally. Will?
What is,
Will's-
no, I
Will's
mean,
asking,
what do you
you
mean?
think?
What do you
ever play
mean, Grand
Gangs
Theft
of
Auto
on the
London version?
PSP?
You what? Gangs of London? No, I actually
Ever
didn't.
played Gangs of London on the PSP?
No.
It was like, it weren't really a good game, but
It's fun to see. It's fun to see
it's
something
just-
localized, isn't it? Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, I was literally just going around London. That's the biggest USP in the game, really. The gangs were hilarious, innit?
well, the Getaway was London, right? That was set in London too.
Which one?
The
No,
Getaway.
there There already is a GTA
Oh,
London.
Bazabine is now following. Touch up above, waves of the woman. Cheers, Adam, for
Oh.
following.
Like it's called.
Bobby Bob's. Oh, the pizza face is now following too. Touch up above, waves of the woman.
Pizza face lad, he's talking about getting his first
Cheers,
boner
Pizza
from
Face.
Chung Li.
Is he? I got my
in
first
the game
boner from
towards
the Chun-Li.
Fighter.
From the Chun-Li
On
in a game called
NES.
Street Fighter on the NES.
From the
I'm
Chun-Li.
sure she looked very attractive on the NES than Pixels.
Oh, yeah.
On the NHS.
NHS, NES, in the NHS, VGA. So
Just to
moving on.
yeah, just to summarize, yeah. I mean, it's always good to see. It's like when we were kids and we were like, oh, wouldn't it be great if like there was a GTA Liverpool and you could just go into people's houses and like
Yeah.
do stuff. Like, it's just fun to see something like localized that you can recognize things and be like, oh, there's like the Tower of London and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it'd
I'm
be good.
surprised no one mods it, you know.
I know, yeah. that
Imagine
is true.
modding an area.
Well, actually, Dan and Richard, I don't know if you'll remember, but do you remember when we were in school and they did?
Was it? Are you talking about the racing game?
Yeah, the racing game that
I was gonna say that. I was
Oh,
like
yeah.
thinking, like,
Yeah,
Oh,
they made a racing
the
game.
SMA
Like,
racing
they took,
game.
I did Business Enterprise. I had to promote that.
they took like five students and they were like, oh, you want to work on game design? We're gonna like let you jump in and design a game with us and stuff like that. So I didn't get onto it, and but these other people did, and I was like,
These
"Oh,
fucking
I'm so fucking jealous. Like they're gonna get to design a game and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
like they
they-
came back and they were
It
like,
came out.
okay, after 5 months of whatever, we've done the game and here it is.
It's just
There
a
you
car.
go. It's called
Go
Liverpool
round.
Racer. And it was literally
was
like, it was just a car that just
It was
goes
so
around
big.
St George's Hall. Like everything else was just blocks, just textureless blocks, and then there was just St George's Hall like projection mapped. It was just so fucking lame.
Do you not
Well,
remember,
you can
did
build
you
that
not
in
remember the
Unity.
sequel?
Yeah, there was a sequel as well. That was even worse,
Yeah,
right?
because the sequel was the one that I had to promote. Me and Chris, actually, Mason, we were in this like business enterprise like sort of course thing, and we had to sort of do a presentation, and year twos, I think, were classes came in, and we were in like a big IT suite, and we loaded up the game for them and all that, and they had to you had to like drive around Liverpool, and which was just like copy and pasted, like two buildings just copy and pasted like over and over again, a road, a sky, and then like a couple of landmarks in Liverpool, and you'd have to drive to the landmarks, and you'd
Yeah.
like get a pickup and then answer questions to do with Liverpool.
Oh, what a fun experience. Is that on Steam actually? I'm gonna buy it now. Is it on G2A? No, it was so fucking lame. But yeah, I mean, it's always fun to see a game localized. I wouldn't mind the GTA in London. But especially like
Yeah.
the only thing is really, I mean, the reason GTA 5 I feel like is so, I wouldn't say unique. It's just like it's like
GTA 5. So
the reason it's so like I can't think of the word.
Popular.
It's
Let's-
because
The map design is so good is because it has sort of different biomes. Is that the word? It's like it's set in California, right? So you have like
different
the inner
sections.
city. You have like the inner
Yeah.
city bit, and then like you go sort of more south, and it's like mountains, and then you eventually get into the desert and stuff like that. But with London, it's kind of all inner city sort of stuff.
Mhm.
Like it's all just city, isn't it? Like, and I feel like that it'd be hard for them to design a map. That's diverse. Yeah, that's a good word for it. It is very diverse with the biomes. You have like the mountains area and the big LA houses and stuff on the hills. But with London, it's basically all flat. It's just city.
It's pretty much like a really compact
And plus,
area.
they've already done a GTA London on the PS1. It wasn't too bad.
Okay.
It was a top-down one. It was kind of like DLC for GTA 1, but I don't really remember it being that good.
I've never played it.
I mean, it's whatever. But yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah. So back to Fallout. did we cover all
What
of
were we talking
Fallout?
about? Fallout
Do
3
you have a
combat
copy?
system.
Do you have a copy of it? I can buy
Actually,
it.
do I have the Game of the Year edition that you can borrow?
Haven't you got
I
it
could
on
send you a
Steam?
Steam key.
Dan's on my side.
I want the trophies.
Yeah, trophy haul.
I'll send you them.
But,
Have
yeah.
you actually
Steam
got it on your
achievements.
Steam library? Which is,
Sorry?
have you actually got it on your Steam library?
Fallout 3.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Actually, yeah, I do actually. Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm downloading later. So
Oh no, that's Fable 3. Never mind.
I mean, it's definitely
I
worth
only
a
got-
play.
No, I only
Bobby
got Fallout
Bobson
New Vegas on Steam.
Smashing the questions tonight. Do you guys like German Shepherds? Sure.
The dogs. The
Sure.
dogs
The
or
dogs.
actual German shepherds.
Oh, that's flip the switch there. Let us know. Is it the dog? Oh, Will Thompson's not following. Touch up above, way with the woman.
You got you keep going.
Cheers,
for
Will. It's so
Cardin
funny because
to
it cuts off so like blatantly. It's like my love. Okay, thanks you. Thanks for following.
Thanks for the follow.
cheers, Phil. We appreciate Phil. Cheers, Will. We appreciate the support. But I know we
prefer
primarily
Ger-
talk about
Oh.
Mario Kart. Nice.
Shepherds from Milan.
you know this.
Shepherds. What about Shepherds from Milan? Milan Shepherds.
Isn't that
But,
like one of the fashion capitals, Milan?
It is, yeah. If not the.
So I bet they've got some groovily, if that's a word, dressed shepherds in Milan. In which case, I approve.
Shepherd Bush. Oh, that's a kawaii. Oh, good. Oh, no.
Moving on.
Oh no.
So yeah, I know we
Adam,
primarily
Paul, Adam
what?
said discuss Daisy.
Discuss Daisy. It's not on the topic list. We can't.
No, we can't.
But, you know what? Actually, you know what?
Unless he says it on the actual on the Twitch
Yeah.
chat, then you know.
If he's game for it, we might bring Adam and John on for a Daisy episode one time. That'd be cool. We could discuss Daisy tales from Daisy. That'd be a good episode.
That'd be
Tails,
lit. I
yeah.
think that's on me.
Bring Adam on.
to shot me.
And John. So yeah,
Oh,
moving on. I know we talk primarily about games, but you know we're big nerds, so I have to talk about this because it's all I've said. I've been basically promoting it all week. Me and Richard went to see Mad Max on
oh yeah.
Saturday.
It was
just
actually Tuesday.
It was Saturday.
Was it?
It was after we worked.
Oh fuck yeah.
Doesn't
Yes,
matter.
So
yeah.
so
I got
yeah. So yeah, we went to see it on discussed the guy who captured the Russian guy and locked him in a shed, and he was breaking out of the shed with a tin of spray can. And Richard battered him with a fire axe. Bobby Bobson.
Fucking
Alright, Paul,
bang.
mate. Alright, Bobby Bobson, mate. But yeah, so we went to see Mad Max on Saturday, and I know Dan and Carl haven't seen it yet. So obviously minimal spoilers.
Quite
But
fancy it.
Really good. It was
It's
cinematic.
probably-
Fantastic.
on this side of the millennium, probably the best action film I've seen. On this side of the millennium, like, just practical
idea.
effects were on point. There was
Yeah,
only
for
one. There was only one
sure.
part where the CGI was like disgusting, and it was like.
It's like it.
and I'm not gonna spoil when it is because it's near the end. But it just kind of pulled me out of the experience because you've got such a badass sort of practical effects all through the film, and I'm a sucker for practical effects. I love practical
And it's just
effects.
this one. Bit,
And then there's just this one bit that
yeah.
proper like pulls you out of the
Just
experience.
to it's just because it's a 3D film as well. But
Just for the sake of like the 3D,
Yeah.
you know, that sort of in your face sort of thing.
where it,
But,
like pops out. It's like a. I think the worst was like Spy Kids 3D when that came out. And like this one bit, it's just like it just goes back and forth at the camera,
Yeah.
and it's kind of as bad as that.
yeah.
But yeah,
Real-
it's fun.
But other than that,
It's fun. It's good.
beautiful film. Like the director, George Miller, he was actually supposed to direct the Justice League movie, and like imagine the shit he could have done with that. coming out of Mad Max, I was thinking the shit he could have done with the Justice League. He could have saved
I'm
it.
so scared.
Could
I'm
have
so
saved
scared.
DC. But
Yeah.
music, incredible. Been listening to it on Spotify all week. On a playlist. Actually, I was riding the gym the other day, and like the music, basically the whole soundtrack is, or more or less, it's just like dun 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 dun, like bongo drums, because it's just like chase, it's basically chase music. So this one track starts off real quiet, and then gets really intense with these intense bongos and like guitar and stuff. And it started like hammering it down with rain, like as I was going to the gym, and like I was riding like super fast. And it was like dun 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 dun, and it got me in a proper like tense mood. It was so funny, but incredible film. If you haven't seen Mad Max yet, I'm gonna go and see it again purely because I feel like experiencing it on the big screen is a whole different level. I'll probably get it when it comes out on Blu-ray or whatever, but watching it on the TV won't be the same as watching it in the theater. There was one point where like I turned to Megan and I was like, the seats are fucking shaking from the bass. Like usually you go into like one of them rooms, you know, like the
Is it an IMAX?
No, it wasn't even IMAX. So like with IMAX, you've got the 4D
right.
experience, haven't you? Where the seats shake and you've got like the speakers in your chair or whatever. But the bass was just so strong that the seats were like fucking rocking. And I turned to Megan,
But,
I was like, the seats are shaking.
Once it comes out on Blu-ray, you should come to ours because we have the surround system
Oh, shit, yeah.
downstairs.
We could do
Like a
do
proper
play it up.
heavy, nice surround system. That means that's it.
Rating
Bobby
out of 10
Bobson
for
wants
Mad
us.
Max.
Yeah, wants
Give
us.
it
What
an
one?
easy 10.
Easy 10.
Yeah.
Really?
Whoa, lad, you whore. Giving off 10s.
But that's just the theory.
A rating theory. Thanks for watching.
I mean-
I never give out like 10 out of 10.
Neither do I. That's why I'm giving one out now. Like definitely,
Well,
definitely. 10.
what do you
Oh,
rate?
actually,
Like, I feel
you know
like
what?
the story is
half
a
a
bit weak.
point for that CG. No, but the thing is, like, it's not.
Like a 9.8.
You're saying the story's weak, but it's not. It's actually really strong. What you're saying is like narratively, like in terms of
Narratively,
dialogue.
I didn't connect to it as much as I should have.
In
Like,
terms
I
of
wouldn't
no,
have.
but that's the thing. In terms of like dialogue, so you go and see like the Avengers, and then like it opens with like an action sequence, but then you've got like half an hour of like them just setting up the plot. Like this guy's got this, he's also got this. We need to break in and get this thing. Then action. Then it's like okay, more dialogue. This. But with Mad Max,
the story.
but with Mad Max, it doesn't do that. It just rather than so there's one scene where it's not really a spoiler because it's in the trailer. So there's a huge like storm, like sandstorm, and there's a shot where like the truck's like driving towards it and all the cars are driving towards it, like chasing, and rather than like having an action film, it'd be like a tornado, we're gonna hit that tornado sort of thing. It was just like all it was just the camera starts off real close to all the action, and it just slowly pans out. And then eventually, so you've been next to this big truck, like the whole film, like you see the size of it and the scale of it, and all of a sudden, next to this huge sandstorm, it just looks like a little toy. So like, it just gives that like perspective of like, holy shit, this is a big thing, rather than being like, we're gonna hit that big tornado, we gotta do something sort of thing. It's just nice and simple. There's hardly any dialogue in it. The table read must have been about 20 minutes long because there's just no dialogue in it at all. I think the villain has the most lines in it. Like Tom Hardy doesn't say shit for the first 40 minutes. Like he just like grumbles. Like he doesn't say shit.
Yeah.
But and he's definitely my favorite Mad Max out of the two.
He is really good.
If you haven't seen the old Mad Maxes either, you don't really need to see them to go and see this one. It's kind of just like a spin-off. It's a different character.
It's like a 1.5 remake.
But if you appreciate the history of cinema at all, then definitely watch the old ones. Road Warrior is the best, in my opinion. But if you like Tina Turner, watch number 3.
Yeah, sure.
Bobby Bobson, rate Tom Hardy out of 10.
Easy 10.
I don't like Tom Hardy.
Solid 9.5. Do you not like Tom Hardy?
Everyone pure bums him. I just don't
I think
get it.
he's really cool. I think he's a cool.
I'll be
actor.
honest, guys.
He's really cool.
You don't know who he is? He's Bane in Batman.
Oh,
Dark Knight Rises. He's
Sorry?
in Inception.
He's from England. Like.
He's in Inception.
I think he's so overrated.
Black Hawk Down.
Prefer Shia LaBeouf, lad.
Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf as Mad Max. Thing is, with I'm Tim Hardy.
Tim Hardy.
The thing with
Tim
Shia-
Hardy himself. Can I have your autograph?
Getting the word nonce.
Speaking of Shia LaBeouf, did you all see his little
No, I
inspirational
haven't
speech
seen
thing?
it.
Inspirational
I've seen
speech.
it.
Just
No.
do it. You said you'd do it yesterday. Now it's today. Do it. And then like fucking what's his name? He did a roast not long ago. What's his name? James Franco. He came out and he came out with like a spoof on, just poo it. So he's like in the bathroom and he's going, just poo it. You said you'd do it yesterday. Now it's today. It's just so funny. I'm just thinking, is it gonna spawn like this trend now of people of like celebrities just like taking the piss out of Shia LaBeouf? Well, it was so. It
Probably
was
got
funny.
paid thousands by
Oh, yeah.
Nike for doing that.
I know.
I'm
But,
just watching Cake get fucking owned on Counter Strike.
But yeah, that's enough about Mad Max. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go and see it. And if you two want to go and see it, or Richard, you want to go and see it again, I
I
definitely
would
want to go
see
and see
it.
it.
No, I would see it again.
You
Like
get a
it's
2-for-1
Mm-mm.
somehow.
no
I know.
Cinema's so
Oh.
expensive now.
No.
£8.
£10.
£8 for a student.
Well,
I know Orange
30
Wednesdays is
students.
gone, but I know you can get like 2-for-1 in View Cinema. I know we don't have a View Cinema in Liverpool, but I'm sure there'll be a way. If we can find a way to get 2-for-1, I'll go. Because I'm poor.
Do you know what you
and I
want to do?
really
Like, you want to
see
get, that £15 a month thing from Cineworld.
What's that? Where you pay £15
I
a
won't
month
go
and you
with-
have
I-
unlimited.
£15 a month to just see unlimited fucking
Yeah.
films every month.
The
that's-
problem is I won't go enough to get my money's worth. I don't think.
well, all I have
and
to do,
I haven't-
£15
I've
a
got
month.
No income. I've got no income anyway. My dad's got a
£15
car,
a month, is
I
it?
still got it.
Yeah,
but
that's right. That is actually a thing. But the only thing is, it's like the shittest cinema. It's just so. It's like
It's
Well,
not.
no,
it's
all you
not
need
bad.
to do is see two
You're in a
films a month.
showcase on
Right?
the East Blanks, lads. That's fucking.
Yeah,
wank,
that's
that's the
yeah.
same. Yeah, but like
That's
it
the
doesn't
outside.
have like that
That's
Odeon
shit,
8K shit, does it? Like
Yeah,
it's just a room with a projector. It's not Odeon 8K.
it's no legitness.
There's no 8K res on that kid. But
AK
I went to see thingy high frame rate. I went to see The Hobbit Part 3
oh, yeah.
in the gallery in
48.
the Odeon, and it was comfy. Like it's worth it. I think worth the money because you get unlimited scran like
Yeah.
nachos and
It's definitely
popcorn,
like if there's
drinks.
a film coming out that you've been waiting for a
there's
long
a bar
time.
if you want a bevy.
Yeah. If there's a film that you I went to see Inception in that one and it was definitely worth it in the gallery. Cost like 30 quid like, but it was definitely worth it. You get like the cool little couch and shit.
Mhm.
See James
But, yeah.
Bond in there, lad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, like if it's a film that you really want to see,
Might as well
then
go.
that's worth it. I wouldn't mind going and seeing the new Terminator in the gallery. That'd be cool.
Terminator.
He just threw a bomb at the corner on mid, and it flew back right at her. Then it took a clean out. Fucking great.
Perfect
need some-
segue. Let's talk about CSGO.
Counter Strike now.
I was going
CSGO.
to talk about Counter Strike.
Or
after
are
the
we going
break.
to Hatred first?
Yeah.
And now she's getting kicked. 3 out of 1. Oh my god, in a bit, you be kicked.
Oh, okay. Unlucky.
Embarrassing.
On stream.
Terrible.
Cool down.
But yeah,
2-week cool down.
so Hatred released on Monday. I've been hyped for this game.
This Monday.
I've been
Last
hyped-
Monday.
This Monday.
This Monday.
Yeah, so
Last Monday.
I was excited for it for like the longest time, and then as soon as it came out, I was like, alright, I don't get paid till Friday, so I was gonna buy it anyway. But I was speaking to one of my mates, Phil, yesterday, and he was like, "Oh, it's not that good of a game." And I also saw it like online, and he was like, "Is it a good game?" Rich from Review Tech was like, "Is it not a good game or whatever?" So.
So he's
Oh.
posted Google search for
It's kawaii.
German Shepherds.
Whoa, Jerry Shepard. Bobby Bobson. I'm loving the enthusiasm getting involved. Jerry
That's
Shepard.
so cute. Oh,
But yeah.
that was like, yo, yeah, you forgot to talk about the dog on the Fallout 4. Was it dog meat?
Oh, dog meat, yeah. Oh, I love dog meat. And you get the perk when he dies, like you get babies
You
of
get
him, so he's like unlimited. That's the Chinese mod, right?
When you're out of food, just
Yeah. Sorry, dog meat.
your dog meat now. Sorry, your meat
What's
dog.
the one on New Vegas called?
I have no idea.
I don't remember.
Shepherd.
Let's move on from Fallout. So
Move
yeah,
on.
so Hatred
Hatred.
came out a few days before Hatred released. Twitch issued a new policy where they're not gonna allow adults-only games to be streamed. And
Yeah,
like
so-
like anything on the internet now, there was a backlash of like people like, oh, why can't we? It's like up to the person viewing to control, but like there's like
I don't think it matters at all.
there's less than
I mean,
30 games that have adult only ratings on them. Most
Yeah.
of them are like before the 2000s. They're just really bad sex games. Like, actually, I think I've got the list up. Anyway.
There's this one Twitch person who only deals in like adult only games. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like proper rector. I play
Right.
all these old sex games, but now Twitch doesn't.
Okay, so let's have a look. So
It's just wrecked his livelihood.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 unreleased games that were deemed adult only. One of them's called Seduce Me, Sexy Games, Singles, and then after that they've all got releases. So
Sexy singles in your area.
I'll just bang some of them off here. Let me just see if any.
You gotta bang it off here
There's
now,
one,
Paul.
yeah. So there's one for the Philips CDI. It's called The Joy of Sex.
Oh, it's my favorite.
What's that about?
It's about
Strong sexual
sex
content. It doesn't even have a
and-
note.
What is? What
How
is?
How
it's
could you
good.
forget such
How
timeless
joyful
classics
it
as All Nude Cyber, All Nude Glamour, All Nude
Saturday.
Nikki, All Nude Nikki,
Nikki.
Wet, The Sexy
My
Empire,
favorite.
Body Language. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was actually adults only. That's probably like the biggest one. Leisure
Was
Suit Larry. I used to have a demo
yeah.
for that as well. Playboy Mansion. Man
I was
on
gonna-
2.
That was my next one. I was going to
Oh,
say
yeah, Man on-
Playboy Mansion.
on PS2.
Man on 2 and Hatred
Yeah.
are like the only other ones that stand out. There's 2 releasing next year. Oh, one's being cancelled. Oh, fucking hell, lad.
Who is it?
Happy Go Lucky Gamer, thanks for following the channel.
Oh.
You'll be notified whenever we go live, so you know. But yeah, so
And
like,
he's frozen.
so you can still play.
Fantastic.
So you
Rose.
I think Carl's froze.
What
Like-
a face frame.
It was a great face. Oh,
The
Is it-
finger. Was his audio changed at the drop as well?
I think,
Oh.
I think
Oh,
he's
he's
just
back.
dead.
Is he back? He's actually just
No,
holding
yeah,
it
he's
now.
moving. He's actually, yeah.
You can't be still forever. But oh no, what? I'm confused now. Oh no, there we go. You're back. So yeah, so like I don't have a problem with them banning that sort of stuff. Like they already ban some like Japanese games, don't they? Where dodger
Where
calls
the
them
main
blood
characters
touching
are squid.
games. Yeah, like I don't have a problem with it. I mean, the majority of people on Twitch watch Hearthstone, Counter Strike, Dota. They're like the top 3 games. They're always in the browse list.
Yeah.
But everyone was kicking off as if it's like a big thing. It's just not a big deal at all.
Are people really kicking off? I haven't heard that much.
But
really, I just like, oh,
As for Hatred
we're
itself, like
I feel like Twitch is like, oh, we're banning this, and like everyone, oh, sure, fine. Like it doesn't really affect a large majority. Like I'm
No,
sure,
definitely
like it'll affect probably no one, apart from people who just wanted the views for the like. Because anytime a new game comes out, someone's going to be playing on Twitch because like, oh yeah, just check it out, kind of
Mhm.
thing. But even then, like Hatred, it's not really that good of a game, is it? Like that's
Well,
people are saying and shit.
I'm gonna experience it myself before I judge
Yeah.
it. I'll
Like,
probably buy it on Friday.
actually, yeah, that's great. Oh, but one of the Steam reviews on it is like positive, like 10 out of 10. Great to testing out Steam's new returns policy.
Oh, is that actually a thing? That's so
Yeah,
good.
that's actually one of the reviews for Hatred.
That's so
I was
sick.
like,
I
Yeah.
love the DayZ reviews, me. I could just sit there
Yeah.
and read them.
The Daisy is so funny. It's like,
Spawns on the beach.
spawns in, ran a few meters, had my pants taken, shoes taken. I was bindled up, raped, danced around. 10 out of 10. We'll play again. But we'll have to do a Daisy episode. That'd be quite good actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Stories from Daisy.
Well, we said there was Fazza Beans
Yeah.
and
Sato, John.
the other white guy.
The white guy. But yeah.
But it is quite
Hatred.
like,
I mean, I'll try her out. I've got a big wish list on Steam. I'm probably gonna shell out for on Friday. I'm trying not to buy games though because I download really. Just trying to save up. Plus,
is Hatred out on like a CD disc version or?
no, Steam only.
You know where Final Fantasy X on PS4 was like 40 quid in game?
Mhm.
Went on hot UK deals today, and there's like £26 online.
Yeah. Game. Disgusting. Like
Well,
me and
well,
Rich
don't
had
know.
an argument the other day over this.
I didn't
Game
I
have
didn't
just-
know the
game have
RNG's
changed so
broken
much.
in it though.
The what?
The RNG's broken in it though,
Is it?
isn't it? So I've heard, yeah. Apparently
been
that's like the
fine with
biggest
me.
thing. Apparently it's not random anymore. It it needs patching or something because and that's why like the grind is so hard. I was reading about it today. Yeah.
about which?
Is it?
Sorry.
Like it doesn't seem it. Like, well, saying that makes sense. Because you can fight certain enemies to get them to drop weapons that have different abilities than like slots, and they drop it every time. But
Mhm.
like I thought that was just a thing anyway, because it's still random. It doesn't like just only drop one character's. It drops all of the characters' weapons, but there's like 100%
Yeah.
chance that it'll drop them. But I haven't like the RNG's been fine for me. Like, I mean, usually
dunno,
the
I've-
RNG fucking hates me in games. Like I'm the worst person when it comes to like random drops in games, especially like
I don't
Counter Strike and shit.
know. You do get some drops. I remember on Destiny where you get that.
The
What
Galahorn.
drop did you get? Like the
You
first
watching?
go.
You watching
Second.
Adam? Remember when I got the
I think he's
Galahorn,
gone
mate?
off. But
As he,
That was John.
we're
That.
gonna shout
Oh,
him out.
you watching, John?
Galahorn.
remember when I got the Galahorn?
Oh, is Bobby Bobson John then?
Is it? It might be.
It's gotta be.
Hey, John.
Oh.
Then when I got the Galahorn, you'll like you'll be able to tell now if it is.
Bobby.
That's
We're
funny.
calling you out.
But yeah, that's like the only time I've ever been lucky in a game. Like,
Counter Strike's a bit of a lucky game, though, isn't it?
yeah, that's the thing. Like
Gone hard.
I've never gotten it in good on Counter Strike. The highest thing I've got to talk USP is worth like 135. That's like the most I've got.
I don't know. The
Cool
first
drop.
crate I opened that fucking
You got a sick AK, right?
that AK Vulcan or whatever it was. Worth like 35 quid at the time. Sold that straight away. Bought more crates, got less good shit.
That's good. Gambling.
That's the thing.
Fair
Like you,
gambling, yeah.
eventually, it doesn't really work out. You're gonna have to save. Remember, Paul, that sniper I got, and I was like, proper. Oh, it was like the same as you, Carl. Like 30 nids, 36 nids, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
And then,
You like
and then
to
it's
sell
bought
it.
more crates.
See, that's the
and
thing
then-
with me. Like, if I got something like that,
I wa-
I wouldn't sell it just because it's rare. Like,
Yeah, like I
like,
thinking
I
about it,
collecting
I
them.
was thinking like I should have kept that because that's like the
Well,
highest.
it's like it's the same situation with games. Like, if I end up getting a rare game for like quite cheap, like the majority of people will sell it and use the money to get more games or whatever. Or but I see it more as shit. It's a rare game and it's in the collection now.
See, now that I think about it, though, I should have sold it and bought GTA 5.
Yeah. See, like the
Uh,
different approach in
on
it. Whereas I
Steam.
would have seen it and being like, because it ticks off, doesn't it? It's like from the so and so collection, from like the cobblestone collection, and it gives you a
Oh
list
yeah,
of the ones you've
I don't
got.
think it. I don't think you
so
have
like,
to,
I'd rather want to I want to complete the list of weapons. Like
Really?
have it all ticked. Yeah.
I think it's just so arbitrary. Like you just wanna. I just kind of want to have the skins that like actually look good to me.
No,
whether-
I want to get like I want to collect all of them for every collection. Like that's just the collector's mindset. That's just the way I operate.
Yeah,
It's the same with any game. Like if there's a list of things to collect, then I want to collect all of them because that's like a completionist way of looking at it. I think.
I don't know. Like
Something
there's
to aim
different.
towards, isn't it?
There's like different conditions, pristine and shit. Like
Oh,
like
yeah.
a
You want them all
factory
factory
new,
new. See,
minimal wear.
that does ruin it, but
It's like
not a
oh
big deal.
shit. I
Not-
want
not
I
too
want
asked.
all factory.
It's like Hearthstone, and it's like I'm not too asked if they're not all gold, but I would like every like card for
Every
every
gold.
every set, or at least 2 of every card. But
I've just logged back onto Hearthstone and got 2 new decks.
yeah, 2 packs. Yeah. The challenges have been updated on it now, haven't they? So you've got different, rather than just having like two wins with this or this, they've got stuff like play 40 minions that cost under 2, stuff like that.
Do they have now?
Yeah,
that
and you get
new?
like 40 gold. Yeah, I don't know if it's new, but I've only just started getting them since I updated it.
Yeah.
But that does make it a bit better because you can get like a pack every 2 days then, rather than being like, oh shit, like I don't ever play as rogue and I keep getting rogue as the challenge. So, but I mean, it's good.
I suppose that's pretty sick.
Yeah, just
But yeah,
keeps
back
it fresh.
to
doesn't
CSGO anyway.
it? Yeah. nice
What
little
were we saying?
Back to
best segue. No, we were talking about
Back
Twitch.
to-
We were talking about Twitch and
talking about Twitch,
advertising.
yeah, and hatred and
But yeah, just to summarize quick because we've spoke about it enough. Like,
yeah.
I'll pick up
Well-
Hatred. I'll still pick it up and try it out. Just because when I watched the trailers for it, it reminds me of Hotline Miami, but obviously with better graphics, and it runs off Unreal 4's engine, so it'll be interesting to try it out and see what the engine runs
I'm not gonna
on.
lie, it does look like really good for a game.
I mean,
But we already discussed traffic in games, so we
what
won't
were you
go
saying before, Carl? Like, it doesn't look that good to you? Like, you say
No,
it
I don't
offends you?
like. Not so much offends me, but like, I can't see it being I can see it being a big hit with some of the psychos, but in the sense of like normal people, like I class myself as normal in a sense of like I wouldn't go out of my way to buy Manhunt when it was out. You know what I mean? That never fucking, I never fancied that. I know it won't do nothing to the likes of myself because I'm not that way inclined, but to give someone a game that's basically saying, you know, here's a gun, he hates the world, go out and fucking kill everything that moves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For some little sick, twisted kid, you know what I mean? That could be a way of. I know, again, I'm touching on the media where they say, you know, oh, kids pick up on games and violence and all that. Maybe they don't, but in the same sense, you're
The
giving a
mental
kid a
ones.
game of, you know, have you seen it, Dan? Did you watch the
Yeah,
trailer for it?
I mean, I agree to an extent. I mean, if a kid's mentally ill, do you know what I mean?
It's
And
just a
gets
trigger.
a hold,
I agree.
he gets
But
a
that,
hold.
yeah, that's fuel to the fire, innit? That type of game. You know what I
Meatloaf,
mean? If it's
what else
saying,
about it?
oh, I fucking hate the world, so, you know,
I think
fuck the
it's-
world.
In all honesty, if you want, my opinion on it is, I think it's the idea of it to me sounds bollocks. I just don't understand like how it's a game. Like I just don't understand what you do. But I haven't played it, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's
I'd
it.
have a
You
go
can't
for a
give
laugh.
view.
And like,
You see,
like
now here's where I like
just
is
to
my
see what
like
it's like.
viewpoint of it. So
Well, I
like
really just don't care.
whenever I see something that's like off the beaten track or a bit controversial, instantly I think we spoke about this on like maybe I might have been on the first podcast, but like I enjoy looking at things from like an artistic way of looking. So like playing the game, you're playing as a guy who's obviously got so much fucking hate for everything around him and everything in society that he wants to just go and fucking commit genocide and kill everyone. And like it's kind of a safe way of playing and like being that person. Like you're put in a situation that you wouldn't otherwise be able to be put in, and I kind of feel like that's what the freedom of games allows us to do. It allows you to put the player into like a situation that normally you wouldn't be able to do. I mean, look at GTA. Look at GTA. Like most people who play GTA, like, oh, you got GTA, let's have a little laugh on it, and you just run around shooting people and stuff like that. I always remember GTA 3.
Funny.
Like, you just run around and you shoot people's heads off, and like the blood spurts out, and they like grab for it, wherever. And
No, but that's it though. Like you're seeing it as that. I mean, GTA is like, you know, how can I put it?
it's not
It's a
intended
game
for
where,
that.
all right, you can, yeah, you know what I mean. It's like, all right, let's have a little fuck about. Let's go run someone over in a tank. You know what I mean? Or let's go and fucking drop a whale from the sky on
Far-fetched,
GTA
isn't it?
5. Yeah, it's like, all right, let's have a blowout for half an hour. Whereas this game is, right, you're sucked in. Now that I've got you, you fucking hate the world. Get this gun, yeah, and just put it in his face and kill him. Oh yeah, there's another cop over there. Just fucking shoot him. Oh, you went to school with that guy? Fuck that guy. Kill him as well. You know what I mean? And
See, that's
it's
what
a
I'd like about because like
full hatred game.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
understand
the point,
that's
innit?
why you like that.
That's the
Yeah,
point.
that is, yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
that is the
that's
point
so
of the game.
arbitrary. It's
And
it's a
it's-
game. They can do what they want.
Yeah, it is. It is a game, and they
And,
can
like,
do it.
it's an
but
actual-
I think it'll flatline. I
It has
honestly
flatline,
think it's
but
It
that's
already has.
that's the reason.
I'll only see it as being a piece of controversial media that happened. It'll be there and it'll go and it'll be remembered probably because
it'll be remembered
I-
for
I-
not for this situation, but for the fact that it was cancelled and then brought onto
Yeah.
Steam Greenlight because everyone was like backing it and wanted it to release. But I feel
that's
like
the thing.
it's only
Well,
gonna, it's
as
only
a-
gonna
as a
flatline
game,
because of its playability. Like if it doesn't
Yeah.
play
But
well, like people
that's my only
aren't like people in
problem.
this day and age. I always say this: we live in like the age of like easily offended, like being offended for the sake of being offended. Like that instantly goes against moral code. Like I'm offended by it when you should step back and like try and appreciate the director's point of view. Like someone had the idea. It's not like they're just doing it for the sake of like being psychotic or whatever. Like there's a concept behind it at the end of the day, and you've got to try and appreciate the designer's
I
concept.
suppose it'd be different if the guy who created it turned around and said, right, I've made this game and there's a reason why, not just the trailer just states, oh yeah, we hate this guy or we hate the fucking world, let's just take it out with a bang.
That's from the character's perspective, isn't it? But I feel like the person who made this game just wanted
he must be a bit
I think
sick
it's just
in
a
the
money
head
gap, to be
to
honest. No, I think it's
game.
just a money gap, to be honest.
No, but you don't.
Yeah,
But if
I
he's sick in the, like being sick in the head like that, like wouldn't. I don't think it'd make you want to do stuff like that.
Like, you sure?
Yeah,
I think we're doing what they want us to do.
There's plenty of movie directors who've like, look at George Romero, for example, who does all like the old school horror films, and like he's probably not sick in the head. He's got that artistic direction to look at something from an uncomfortable perspective.
I think there's a different thing when you're playing with the fundamentals of, a parallel world or a fucking demon. You play on religion, yeah, alright, sounds. Oh yeah, there's the poltergeist, there's fucking the Omen, shit like that. I think that side of like that point of view from films is totally different than that's a real that's a real life situation where some kid, and it has happened before, got out of the bed and thought, you know what, fuck this, grabbed the dad's gun and went out and shot the fucking school down. Or
are you saying that's the game's fault?
No, I'm not saying that's the game's fault, but I'm saying that's what the game's gonna fuel. I think.
Well, here's a bit of controversy for you, and I've thought about this for a while. And if there's any Americans in the chat, whatever, I'm sorry, but it just has to be said. How would you feel about a 9/11 simulator?
Terrible.
You wouldn't play it.
It's unnecessary.
No, I wouldn't. It's not worth touching on the past like that. It's like imagine bringing out a Holocaust simulator.
Exactly.
Sorry, Jewish fans.
There you go, same thing.
You know what I mean?
But would you not play it?
It's wrong.
But would you not play it?
No, I wouldn't. No.
Not for the experience.
Well, why would you want it?
What would it mean simulator? Is it like 9/11? Would it be like
if he means like
it, or I'm just
if he means like 9/11, then it would be a case of what you fucking go to work one day and then your world gets turned upside down and a building's falling down.
The difference is 9/11 happened, the Holocaust happened, the tragedies that have actually happened. Hatred is a made-up guy going on a rampage, just killing people.
But genocide's also happened. I suppose.
Yeah, no, but this guy
is made up. Like, he's made up.
This guy's made up.
Clearly,
it's not real.
I know, but
try and put that on the package and say this is not real.
Well,
to a guy who's picked it up.
All start at the beginning.
Yeah, but to a guy that's picked it up say. Mental
somebody's gonna go sick one day and go like shoot people, and then they're gonna be like, oh, by the way, he had this on the Steam library and he played it.
I said that before the game released. I was like, when the game releases, just look how many people are gonna be, like, how much the media is gonna blame it on that game.
But
I feel like if you Google, Fear. Do you remember the game Fear? Yeah, if you Google that, Fear 1. Yeah. When that first came out, there was a kid that actually lost his mind because he kept on seeing. He played that much of the game and completed it that much that he was actually seeing this fucking girl walking around.
Yeah,
and it's actually his neighbour.
But that's on the kid's brain, isn't it? Like that would have happened anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Trigger. That's on the kid's brain. But that's fear fueled that. Whereas most people,
Fear had an age rating though. Like from his parents.
Yeah, no, but the kid, he went like a kid. He went like 12, 13. He was like 18, 19. So it weren't on anyone's fucking.
That's on him.
Do you know what I mean?
If someone's got a mental disorder, it's just a case of triggering it. Like it doesn't. You don't like. I'm not gonna play a game. Like, well, as far as I know, anyway. If someone who's like stable minded, they can go into a game, get absorbed for hours, then come out of it and like know where I am, and nothing's gonna trigger in my brain. But if someone's already got that, it's just a matter of time before something triggers it. It's not a case of the game causes that. You know what I mean? Like the game doesn't warp your mind. It's just kind of a trigger, a stimuli.
Oh, it can be
for like an underlying situation.
No, I think Carl does have a point. Like it's like.
See, what you're saying is
reality.
Yeah, what you're saying is it's not reality and it's not real, and like.
But I think it's at the point
where Dad always said to me, "There's never any ghosts in the closet. There's never any monsters under your bed. It's just a case of your mind's
Because of
playing a
what's
trick. Yeah,
underneath the pill.
you know what I mean? And these kids, like, obviously, I know they're not brought up to think, oh yeah, there's monsters and shit like that, but you know,
Bobby,
shit,
go enjoy your
shit
wank, I
does
swear.
change.
Sorry, Bobby's just said BRB going for a wank.
Please turn off the stream while you wank, though, please. I
Yeah.
do not want you wanking too
But yeah,
much.
but that's the thing.
I
Do you remember when what was it that came out? GTA might have been 3. No, it was much later
Oh, I
than
don't
that.
know.
But anyway, it released,
yes.
and then like a month later, might have been Manhunt actually, Manhunt 2. A week later, like someone like battered the brother to death with a baseball bat, and it was like, oh, he's got Manhunt 2 on the PS2,
yeah.
whatever. But like,
Yeah, and they picked it up off that. I know it's just sourcing. They're looking for evidence for
where
something,
it's like,
and
would
the quickest thing to pull a trigger on is something that's got violence in it.
It's
You know what I
literally. I think it's literally down to your maturity,
mm,
because you can either look at it and kind of go with the crowd, and be
But
like,
the way that
oh, I'm offended by this. It's bad, which will probably be the majority, or like maybe not even offended, just shocked by it, like a bit disturbed. Or you can go with, I appreciate it. I'm mature enough to like see like from an artistic standpoint, or even just like
Well-
if you're a bit nuts, you can just kind of like you can, to some extent, you can sort of relate to it, or you can be mature enough. I'd say I'm this kind of person where it's like it's not real, it's funny.
mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like people who I know
Yeah,
people who watch horror films are like and genuinely just get freaked out by them and scared and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like, do you
No.
realize they're just
Yeah.
actors and it's a script and it's not real. It's not none of it. It's
Oh,
But again,
like if someone
again,
gets
I can-
shivved and dies and is all floating about doing all possession
What
stuff,
film
I'm
was
wetting
it for?
myself laughing because it's
trailer.
hilarious.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Insidious 3.
That's
No.
Yeah, I was
That's-
laughing at
Yeah,
that when we
before,
was watching.
Mad Max came
But
on, like,
If
we're in-
you if you
sorry.
if you
Go on.
can't look at it from that kind of
Yeah. If you
level
can't,
of-
if you can't,
if
do
Yeah, you
can't
can't
step
look at it in
outside
that
the box,
perspective.
yeah, if you
a
can't
bit, then
separate it from real life, then it's
shouldn't
it's
play the
it's an
game
under,
anyway.
it's,
Then
it's a mental
But again-
problem. But
again, you say, you know, oh, you've had mates that have freaked out over films like that. Saving Private Ryan, lad. That bit where he pushes that, where he goes to push that fucking
Spoilers,
knife into the lad's face.
spoilers.
And he's- lads, if you haven't seen Saving Private Ryan and you're watching this podcast, get the fuck off. You know what I mean? You really need to watch
I
that
don't think we're in
film
any
before you.
position to be
See you
pushing
later,
people away.
guys. Sarah.
You just watched it. So I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
watched like
No,
half
but
of
that-
it.
That's not a horror
Right.
film though. That's a
No, and
that's a
yeah,
war
I know,
film.
but that's what I'm saying.
Well, there's
That-
like
that is a
traumatic
war film.
parts in it, I guess.
But,
and,
Yeah.
like,
but
other
yeah,
things.
that's
get-
meant to
do you get
play
what
on
I
the
mean?
heartstrings.
Yeah.
But
Well-
it certainly played with my head. You know, imagine being that lad.
But that's the
Haven't-
point. Like, that's what entertainment
Yeah, but
allows you to
that-
do, is to put you in that situation and allow you to experience it from that
Yeah.
sort of perspective. So that's
That's
why
a
that's why I have
no,
a
and
problem with
it's like-
hatred.
That happens. Whereas
See, I
hatred's
only have
like
a problem
sort
with
of toughened
hatred
up.
because I see all of us folk play that game, whereas there's a
I'm
few
not-
people that I know who would play that game and be a bit, I don't
too
know.
into it. I know. I can think.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
people
A
who
lot of
like-
people would get really fucking absorbed
But
by
those
that
people-
sort
Yeah,
of
but do you
I
really
don't
think
know,
it would
like
affect them
mental
any more than
issues.
playing GTA?
The people I'm thinking of
I'd
though do actually have mental issues.
I'd like to think that, you know, they can play it and just put it down and that be that. But I know a lot of people who play that sort of game and then just fucking Adam
Well, am
Farrington
I-
being one of them, John Turney especially. They're
Shout
both
out.
fucking.
Yeah, but do you really think like it's gonna affect him that much? Where he goes out and wants to fucking actually start murdering people? Nah,
Dunno.
realistically, like,
out of
speaking
everyone in the
realistically,
world, I mean, I hope to God it doesn't happen.
I'm sure,
You know,
like, yeah,
It's,
well,
it's
like-
very
like
it's very
anything.
rare cases. Like, the only reason
It
people
will
don't do it is because it's like a
affect
bit
people.
uncomfortable, and it's like this sort of I'm easily offended generation where we should start appreciating like the directors and the designers'
But-
standpoint, what they're trying to actually.
Well,
do.
I don't see nothing wrong with it in a sense of, do you know, if they put it out there and the world was 100% sane and shit like that.
But then
I
we wouldn't
believe
have
that
it because
the-
it's action without reaction. Like, if the world was 100% sane, there'd be none of that. The fact that it does exist allows it to exist. If that
Yeah,
makes
it
sense.
pushes boundaries and shit like that. Yeah, I understand. Well, like,
You
I don't
can't,
know.
you can't have shadow without light. Old Zelda.
Yeah,
old
I
Zelda
I
phrase.
can't seem to get like.
Wherever there is
That's-
darkness, there will always be light. Or wherever there'll be light,
That's
there
not
will
true.
always be darkness. It is.
That's not-
I
can't-
can't
it
seem to
is.
get like a perspective on it.
try and make look around you. There's shadows. Like
Yeah, the
it's a
shadows, but
metaphor.
I can get rid of the shadows easily
Yeah,
and
but
make it
it'll
dark.
always be there.
No, it won't.
Well,
Shadows is not
you
a
can't have.
reflection.
You can't have.
You
Like,
can't have a
dark.
shadow without light.
It's a metaphor anyway. It doesn't. It's not.
You're a
supposed to
metaphor. Pauses disappears.
be- No.
But Carl, like I find like horror films hilarious most of the time.
Yeah, so
Like
do
I find
Yeah, we went to see when we went to see Mad Max. So
like Insidious 3 trailer came on. I was like, oh,
Megan
cool.
was like sat in between us, and like we were watching the Insidious 3 trailer, and Megan's like pure like screaming, like eyes behind the thing, and me and Richard are just like pissing ourselves laughing at how bad
It was
bad it
hilarious.
is. Like, cause the thing is with horror films for me, like I just can't help but point out like just fucking stupid flaws that they could have made. It's like
The
okay,
acting is
so.
atrocious.
The
It's
Insidious
like-
3
it's
trailer, I
so-
don't know if it's on YouTube, like the cinematic trailer, but it's like a little
It's
girl.
like-
She's in bed and she's like texting this boy and she's like, oh, hi, you're so funny, whatever. And then like she's knocking on the wall to him. Like he lives next door, so she like
Yeah.
goes, "Duh, duh, duh,
She
duh,
go-
duh,"
she
and
goes,
then
like-
he like reciprocates it, like does the same response, and then like he texts saying, oh, sorry, did I wake you up or whatever, and then he's like, no, I'm at my grandma's, and I said to Richard, I was like, wait for it, cue the bass, like the dum, and then I was like, wait for it, I'm at my grandma's, dum. I was like, too predictable. So then like she knocks on the wall again and then doesn't reply, and then
She just goes into
she
bed.
just gets in bed.
And
It's
it's like,
It's like
and then it
you
goes
know,
morning
like
and
you
it's-
know he's not at home, and you've just been hearing knocking coming from the wall. So fucking leave the house.
No, that's the thing. though. They
sense.
kind of like, oh, guys, how are we gonna stop this girl from leaving the house? Oh no, let's break her legs. Because like
Megan-
she was in an accident
Megan's
before
fit. Which Megan? The one at the
The one
cinema.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's like no, like it was saying like in the film, in the trailer, it's like she was in an accident before that, and like everyone just left her in the house by herself.
Mm.
So like she had like two broken legs, so she couldn't like walk properly. So I felt like that's like the thing. Like, why don't you call the cops because when there's a murder house or something? And like they put the thing in like, oh, there's no signal, or my phone's dead. Like in that scene, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
but
they're saying like,
there's
why
always-
didn't she
there's
leave?
always, like,
Like
a-
why didn't she just run away?
Yeah.
She can't. She broke her legs.
Yeah. So it's like.
yeah.
They have
It's
like
just
a,
kinda
like a
like-
deterrent. Like it's just it's
Yeah,
so stupid.
It's just like
I hate films like
Because-
that. See, I don't find films like that even like interesting.
I
You
don't
know what
like
I mean?
horror films. Just
neither.
wash over for me. Like I like
Same.
watching narrative story play out, and I enjoy character developments and plot line. And horror films just don't do it for me. Like I can watch a horror film just because it's a bit thrilling, maybe.
Yeah, I don't.
But the thing is,
It's
coming from like sort of like I've dabbled in visual effects and obviously been following visual effects for a long time. It's really easy to tell when something's gonna happen on screen just from watching with like little cues. Like, have you ever seen Piranha 3D? Anyone?
Don't waste my time.
I'm glad I haven't.
Uh,
You know what? I'm
Times
gonna
What
spoil. I'm gonna
integrity?
spoil it anyway because it's such a shit film. Like,
David Hasselhoff.
so like at the end.
Spoiler warning.
Yeah, spoiler warning if you want to watch fucking Piranha 3D piece of shit. So at the end, like they defeat all the piranhas and whatever.
It's a comedy though,
Um,
isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's sad. It's satirical. Like, so they're on the boat and they're like celebrating, like, "Woo, we did it. We killed the piranha." And then like he gets a call off fucking the doctor from Back to the Future, and he's like, "No, we didn't kill them. They were just the babies." And then it's like, dun dun. Oh no! And then like it cuts to a clip of the guy stood on the front of the boat, and he's like, "Hey, who was that on the phone?" But like. They use a different camera for it. They use a higher resolution camera because something's about to happen. So instantly you're like, something's about to happen because the camera looks different. They've been using like these soft lenses like to get in all this nice flare on this lake, and then like it just cuts to like a high res, no flare from it, and no softness on the lens, and you can just tell something's gonna happen. And a big piranha comes out and like eats him and just like takes him into the water. It's like, and yeah, that's so it's supposed to be like a jump scare, but like I was like. I knew something was gonna happen because he used a fucking different camera. Like, it's stupid.
I think.
But yeah, horror
the thing
films
is,
just
though,
don't do it for me.
Same really, because I just think the shit. But I just started watching American Horror Story. I'm on season 3 now,
Oh, yeah.
and it's
Boss.
it's so like
But I imagine
kinda
that follows a plot line and an arc with
Yeah,
character
yeah, but
development. So
each series different though. There's like 13 episodes per
Mm.
season, and It's good. It's got good actors in it, which just makes like sets aside from the majority of horror films already. But it plays to kind of like old traditions a bit, except it's a lot better writing, better visuals are awesome in them, and the acting's good, and
I've heard good
it's
things.
good, and it's quite disturbing in bits
Yeah.
as well. Like
That
it's
that first series,
touching
and
class.
first series was probably the best one for me. And then
Yeah, that's the best I've seen so far. The third set.
I haven't watched the third one only because
It's
is it
quite
the
good.
third
It's a
For which
bit.
again?
American Horror
It's about
Story?
witches. It's about
The
Oh,
witches.
I
fourth.
didn't.
I haven't watched the fourth one because
It's actually
I'm
very. Is that
I'm
like good to get
terrified of
into?
clowns.
Because
Yeah,
after the first, I
they use
watched
the
the
same
first two
actors, just
episodes.
playing different parts in each season.
Yeah, it's like different time lapses and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
sometimes it'll be
I
like
know that I've seen the
1970s.
first episode about the hot old maid.
The fit one, the
Yeah, the
proper
fit.
tap
Yeah,
bang
yeah, she's
bang
fit.
and
Yeah,
tidy. She's
No, I
gorgeous,
mean the
lad.
older one, the older woman. Oh God,
Yeah, yeah. Well,
she must my heart.
men see her as a younger self, don't they?
Yeah, it's weird. That's the stuff.
It's,
I'd
I've
tap
got
no, it's good
got
though.
too
It's
much
good
TV
though.
backlog to work through.
I'd find
You
her
bang
again.
the old one.
Yeah, of course. If she looked like that when she was younger, Jesus Christ, what are you playing at?
That's a perfect
She's
segue.
still
What are we
as
playing at? What's everyone been playing this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, should we take a quick break and then come back and talk? I mean, we've covered most of the main topics.
Should we just not get over it, but like keep going? Seeing as we only
Yeah,
got like what we've
yeah,
been playing
so
this week.
yeah, okay.
Unless
I was
I
going
come
to
back
talk
for like
about
20 minutes.
I was going to talk about Silent Hills being bought by Microsoft.
It hasn't, though, has it?
That,
But it
fuck that.
hasn't. Like
That-
when I wrote
yeah,
it
hate
down,
that.
it was just a rumor. But then Phil Spencer came to Twitter and basically shed light on it. Like they're not buying it. So
Well, 'cause if they did,
wasn't
I'd be
even asked.
more pissed off.
Bobby Gobson
I'd
says,
be
"Please
so-
don't go." So you know what? We're gonna stay just for Bobby Gobson. He says Frozen's good. Frozen is good. You're my life.
You're my life.
I'm glad you're enjoying. I'm glad you're enjoying the show, Bobby Gobson. We do it every week,
It's
usually
been
on
here
a
from, like, the
Tuesday.
start.
Yeah, Bobby Gobson,
Is
number
that
one
Dobby?
fan. Maybe it is Dobby.
I thought it might be Dobby because
Dobby.
Bobby Gobson.
Dobby's dad's called Bobby, and
Oh, maybe it is Dobby.
He's using his
and his
dad
name
account.
well, they're both called Rob, so
Maybe we've cracked it, guys.
Robert
He
Dobson.
did say he wanted to watch it as well. Bobby Gobson. Anyway, yeah.
Hey,
So-
can I just say one thing?
Go on. Sound like a dolphin.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's just really proper flipping out. Yeah. Don't know if this will
The
work,
dog?
but yeah.
Ooh.
It's a kawaii.
My dad gave me a sock, so I'm free now. That's so
Carl transformed into a
Luna's
super.
taken over. But yeah, other than that rumour, we were talking last week, Dan, or was it last week, or when we did the 3 episode, we wanted the Dragon Quest 8 remake. So the other day, I was like, I got up and I was like, I got up quite early because I've been trying to get up early and like get to the gym quite early. So I got up early. I had my morning coffee, and there was a Nintendo Direct that got released. I was like, okay, I'll watch it. A bit of coffee, just watching the first minute, and it's in Japanese, so I'm like, no subtitles. It comes straight from Japan. Dobby is free. Dobby, Masters gave Dobby a sock. But, so yeah, I'm just watching it, just like sipping on my coffee,
Rip
just
Dobby.
like rip Dobby. Oh, rip. No spoilers.
Oh,
He gave me the biggest spoiler. We're done. We're gonna lose the
everyone's seen
funding.
it. Everyone-
Bye, guys.
It's the funding. It's over.
We love you,
Please
Bobby
stop
Bobs.
by.
No. I guess I could bleep that out for YouTube, or maybe not, because I've been exported.
Everyone
straight to YouTube.
knows.
Yeah,
Everyone
I suppose, yeah. But so yeah, I'm just sitting there sipping it, and the first minute, and I'm like, oh, shall I sit and watch it? It's just in Japanese, I can't understand it, whatever. And then,
Dog tongue.
and then, and then like, I just hear him say "Square Enix," and I was like, oh, okay, let's see what this is. And it's like in Japanese writing, and I can just see V111. I was like, 8, no, and then. Dun, Classic intro to one of my favorite games of all time. If not, probably my favorite PS2 game of all time. Dragon Quest 8. The only thing that was a bit like there's a 3D, so it's getting remade for the 3DS. The interesting thing about it was there was new characters for the party. So in the original one, you can only have the 4 that you're given throughout the story. But on the trailer, it looks as you can get what's the guy from the Monster Arena? What's his name?
Oh yeah,
That
the
guy.
Italian guy.
Yeah, you can get him. Trode, I think you can actually use him as a playable character as well. But I'll try and maybe I can find the trailer actually, the link. It's on the Nintendo Direct one. But yeah, it's only in Japanese at the minute. There's no subtitles for it or anything, so just pictures. But the only thing I was a bit disappointed about, and Dan said it as well, was the fact that it might not come to PS4 now, just because of that. Which is a shame because it was originally a PS2 game. But I'm not bothered. So, I mean, it'll be good on 3DS.
Got one of them live webs.
Means I'm gonna have to buy a new 3DS.
I don't know why I've just found.
I still need a new 3DS as well. But it's just because I want to play Monster Hunter, even though I can play on the old one. But I want an XL, but I don't want to spend the money. So you tell me.
You know what? You know how cheap XLs are now, lad?
Not the new one though.
Tell me more, dog.
New one.
Monitor capture window. There we go.
Gotta love the dog, lad.
Hey, there we go. Right. And let's see.
Sad.
Just make it a bit short. You won't see this, will you?
What's going on?
Like a German Shepherd.
German schnitzel, lad.
I'm just gonna play the thing. If you want to like watch the stream, you'll see it like a bit delayed. But it's just for the people who watch it now, watch on YouTube. It's the weirdest fucking show.
I love Nintendo Direct. It's so funny.
So
It's something.
I haven't even watched this yet, so this might just be them talking about it. Also, there's a cutscene in it. I was telling Dan yesterday. There's a cutscene in it. I discovered a few months ago that there's a prequel to Dragon Quest 8 about Yangus when he was a kid. And there's a cutscene there I recognised from when I was looking that up, researching that's in this one. So maybe they'll include the Yangus prequel in this version as well, which would be fucking ace. Because it's really hard to get all the prequels since it was Japanese only release. That's another thing. Are we even going to get it over here? I mean, I should hope so because we got the other ones. We got Realms of Riviera, the Skies of Sentinel
it's one
Skies.
of the dungeon quest things or whatever I forgot they're called. Like the spin-offs. It's part of the spin-off series, but
Okay, this
like,
video is.
not what the
what is this
It's
video?
not the Nintendo Direct.
um
Oh my god, I'm on such a dark side of YouTube. Is this like a trend in Japan where they just and they must just talk
I
about?
have no idea what is going on, Paul.
Fuck it, just you know what? Like, if you find the Nintendo Direct from a few days ago, you'll find it. But I mean, I was excited for it.
That's
Yeah,
just-
other than that, that's all I wanted to talk about really in terms of topics. So,
And what I've been doing this week, guys,
doing this week?
playing.
Who wants to
I've
start?
been reading
Carl
a
can
lot.
make
Of
it.
my...
Carl, do you want to start? Have you started anything yet?
Carl, tell us, Lulu.
What am I saying?
What have you been up to this week?
I don't know, playing, I'd say Rust.
Yeah, you've been on New
Fucking
Rust,
really
right?
enjoying that. Yeah. New Rust, new update today.
Hmm.
Well, they've wiped all the servers and wiped all my hard work, but apart from that, the fact that you can play it in DirectX 9 now, it's,
Yeah.
I think they're trying to kill the legacy version because it's just too many hackers they can't get rid of.
Yeah,
They
it's
can't
really easy
put a
to
new
exploit.
anti-cheat in it.
I feel like they're kind of like
Yeah, well,
leaving
that's
it now.
it.
Like, if you want to play Legacy, it's there, but we're not gonna touch it. Like, if hackers
But
gonna
it's-
be on it.
I'm not going to support it.
But it's not anymore, lad. It's
What do you mean
like
it's not?
if you can get on Legacy, I'd be quite shocked.
But
Yeah,
Legacy's
yeah.
kind of died out. Like, well, I feel like it's the game's changed. Like, it's evolved into something better or
Well,
worse. But I did
you know-
feel like I played an early beta version of the one you're playing now. So they're probably
Yeah.
like before the big updates into that one. I played that with
When
Paul
you
for a
play
little bit, just like
and shit.
I enjoyed
remember?
it. I enjoyed it.
Do you
That
know
was
what,
like
right?
like we built a
Crafting
base and
mechanics were really cool.
everything, very simple
What,
and easy.
what they've done, what they've done, which made me more interested in it, is obviously, you know, like when I first started, I started on the beach as you always do, and fucking walking around, wondering what's going on, and you know, people are more inclined to talk to you, because they want to know where you're from, they want to know what area of the fucking island you're on. They don't want to just, oh, have you got a base, have you? Oh, let's just blow it up
It's
and
building like a community of
take
people on
all your
one server.
shit. Yeah, everyone's like, oh, do you mind helping me out? Do you mind? Can you? Have you got any spare
Well,
time? Because I need help.
it's kind of
farming
like it reminds me of when we used to play Arma 2 on
Oh,
Dogs World, and whenever you'd log on, you'd have the same people on, the same dickheads and the same friendlies.
Yeah.
And everyone had their own
And it
area, of the
built
map, and
that.
everyone inhabited the server, and it made it a nice communal space because you come in and you'd be like, oh, look who's on, dickheads on, let's go and raid his base type of thing. Not mentioning
Yeah.
any names. Hawthorne.
Hawthorne.
Yeah.
Hawthorne.
Alucard, HS. Hey, Lemeo. Hey, Lemeo.
Can I just say this dog, please?
I love A Lemeo. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that, and I mean that's quite good, like enforcing that sort of thing, because it allows people who want to manage servers the chance to, because when the thing is with PC gaming is you have the freedom to be able to have player controlled servers, which can be good and bad, but it allows people who want to do server management as a thing to build a community of people who, it's a community of friends essentially, isn't it? Like we met like two of our friends, Ryan and Vicky, met them through Arma 2, and now we play Counter-Strike with them, and we're good friends with them, like only just because we met them like in a virtual world. It's insane. But
Yeah, it's mad to think, like it's hard to explain, like to the likes of my mum and dad, for example, whenever they've said to us, who are you talking to or whatever, and I've gone, oh, Captain, or oh, Vicky or Ryan, and they've gone, who were they? You know what I mean? Whereas normally I could turn around and go, oh, Paul, from Tubruk, or Richard, that Asian guy that I
gave
hang
me a
around
dress
with.
away, I'm gonna get swatted.
Hey, Tubruk, he lives in Tubruk. Yeah, but you get what I mean? Whereas I could say that to them.
We could cut that out.
We can't.
Yeah.
We export it straight to YouTube. Christian's watching. Oh, Alucard HS. Touch up the way.
Go on, Lulu. Do the dog fingers.
Cheers, Alucard. What's up,
you.
Christian, as well? Christian Lacey's in the chat. I don't know, is that
Hello.
Christian? Christian, if you're in the chat, just let us know you're in. But yeah, shout out to Christian. So yeah, it allows people to. Oh, the dog.
Dogs
Yeah,
had
Christian.
enough.
Dog's dead. Dog's gonna be so popular. But
Dog.
what else you been up to, Carl? You've been playing Counter Strike, right? Or
Yeah, I've been playing a bit of
straight
Counter-Strike.
off the heels of your ban.
Oh yeah, fucking
It should be noted,
Yeah.
Carl, like how many hours you have on Counter Strike clocked?
110.
110, and you've been banned like 4 or 5 times, right?
Yeah. Well, I had 2 7-day bans, so that's 2 weeks gone.
Bobby Bob's
then-
I'm Christian.
I had what else? 2 weeks, 7-day bans, and then like I've had the odd 20-hour. Well, I've had both 4 20-hour bans and fucking a 3-day ban as well. But yeah, good
Going
stuff.
strong.
You had a week ban, haven't you?
Gee, that's what I mean. 2 7-day bans. I've had
That's
two
so heavy.
2 week like
That's so
2
funny.
1-week bans. Yeah, it's hilarious, lad.
Mhm.
And the fact that I haven't been banned since is quite a shock. But yeah, that's why I picked up Rust.
I thought that was the case.
Yeah.
But,
Nah, to be honest, right, I picked up Rust because one day I seen one of my
Looks like
mates
something.
on it, and I thought, alright, so give it a fucking, give it a
420.
crack, see what it's
420
actually
rounds,
like.
Blazer.
But yeah, it's decent, lads. I mean, got really into it, met a few people on there from like fucking Portugal and stuff like that.
It's good.
Yeah,
Nice
sound lad.
platform for meeting people.
Funny.
Mm.
But you know what? It's like an upgraded Habbo hotel, innit?
In a sense,
That's
yeah.
probably
Well,
the nicest way I can
the
put
same
it.
community, same community aspect. Alucard, the dog looks high as fuck.
Pause. Zombie lad.
But Carl, you said
That
Carl,
I.
you said 420 bands, and Bobby Bobson said blaze it. Bobby Bobson's tossing the shouts out.
That's funny. I love
But
it.
yeah, what have you been up to, Richard? Let me guess. Counter Strike.
Been watching.
Playing-
No, fuck
playing
that.
with this new mouse mat.
Lame. Oh no, I got a new mouse mat, new Razer. I'm becoming like a Razer mouse mat.
You're a Razer,
Razer
fanboy.
fanboy. Yeah.
Did you say
It's a
I'm
nice
becoming a
headset.
Razer mouse mat?
I'm becoming. Oh no! Oh my god, what's going on? Hey guys, how's it going? No, I won't do that. I'm stuck. No, but other than watching animes and reading mangas, stereotypical Asian stuff, and playing Counter Strike a lot.
And what anime have you been watching?
There's really, really good one called. Oh, why is this ripped? Never mind. Sorry, what were we talking about?
What anime have you been watching?
This really new anime called Bleach. You guys probably wouldn't have heard of it.
I've
No, I've been watching
Logitech
it.
for life. I'm a
Well-
Logitech fanboy too.
Ultra
Like, just
cool.
no, I've been watching Food Wars.
Who
with
told you
Paul
to
Ship-
watch it?
Like a while ago. Paul.
And how good is it?
And it is pretty good. Like I literally no, by this week I meant literally last night because
I burned through all of them last night. There's only 9 episodes, like, because it's
9 episodes at the
it's in
moment.
this it's in this
I do.
season of anime. Oh, Christian's watching. Christian watches watches a lot of anime. Christian, actually, shout out to Christian. He gave me a sick website the other day. That's the one I gave you, the Anime Haven one. Fucking
yeah.
hell, the quality's so good. And the one like
Yeah.
pet peeve I have with watching anime on like a website like that is they usually fucking watermark it, and it probably distracts me because you have like the widescreen and they always watermark it like in the black bit, and it what distracts my eyes. But Anime Haven literally have like a thing at the top, and it's good. But Rich,
Carl, don't
come
put red tube on it.
I started a new anime actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well,
It's called-
okay, we'll talk about it when we get to you.
God, I won't finish.
I thought you- I thought- I thought
You
were
wait your
done.
turn, Sonny Jim. Sorry,
You were done.
what one is it?
Oh, it's
No,
just
let
instant
Richard
face.
finish.
Oh,
Go on.
oh yeah, I'll let you know. I've chat far. Been playing a lot of Counter Strike. I finally got my dual AKs
Yeah, only before
just today.
just today.
So that's good news for me, I feel. And I feel like my segment's been cut short because someone interrupting about anime. I guess we can move on to Daniel over there again.
Go on, Dan. What anime have you been watching?
Me guilty pleasures, me rom-coms,
You go,
You know what? Like
me school life.
yeah, they are good. They are good.
Animes.
They are good to watch.
It's called,
like-
it's so like it's just so like stupid. It's so funny though. It's called My Love Story. It's like
I think Christian.
I think unless you're like you can like get into anime, like it wouldn't appeal to you unless you were like a 16-year-old
into
emo girl. It's
Hey,
literally about
Kaylee
it's
me
literally
down.
about this dude like me. It's about this.
He's so
like-
buff.
He's not though, right? He's like this big, massive dude, and his friend's like really good looking. And every time he goes to confess his love to a girl, his friend he always catches them already confessing their love to his friend.
Yeah.
And like anyway, they're on the tube, and he saves a girl from a groper. But there's some dude tries to grab her ass, and he saves her, and she falls in love with him. But he thinks naturally that she's in love with his mate because everyone else seems to be. So it's like, oh, will they, won't they? But I thought it was gonna drag on and on and on for ages. Like,
No, you said
Did
it
they
got
get
right into
together?
it, right?
or
Did they
But
both?
yeah, about 3 episodes in, they get together and that. So I've only watched like the first 3, maybe 4 episodes. It's current at the minute, so I
Boss
think
King
there's
63. What's up? Hi.
only up to a certain
Hi.
point.
How are you?
Hey, how are you? Hi, how are you? I always say hey instead of hi.
Hi. How are you?
Aye.
What's
How
up,
are
Boss King? What have you been playing, them?
Christian's just messaged me saying good choice.
Good choice. Yeah. It's I knew he watched it.
It's funny It's actually
Yeah.
funny.
What have you been
Yeah.
playing this week?
Played Guacamelee,
Platinumed it, right?
flattened it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. I enjoyed it. It reminded me of my mum, um, and all like her friends back in LA because it's just like silly Mexican kind of humor.
Mm.
It's
It's
amusing.
funny.
It's like
We
all my
played at the
mum's friends.
same time. Like really good.
I
Really
like the mechanics and that. I
for
like the
for a Metroidvania style of
it's,
game. Like I'm really kind of sick of them in a way, unless they grip me, and the way it throws you into it is like, okay, you get a power up, you use it for a little bit, and then you get a power up within the next hour, and you just constantly you get the power ups really fast and really early, I think,
Mm.
and when you become like a master, I still haven't platinumed. I was playing it before we came on. I've just got to beat the game on hard mode, but it really sucked me in. Like I was in work one morning and I just stayed up all night one night and just played it through and then got up and went to work. Um, proper grip me, and it's the first time there again. I've had Guacamelee on the PS3 through the PlayStation Plus thing when it first came out. Didn't touch it. Then I got it on the Vita when that released. Didn't touch it, and then I finally played it on the PS4. And I'm kind of regretting
Super
not
Turbo
playing it
Championship.
earlier, but I'm kind of happy that I did wait because it's the DLC version. But I mean, it's good. It's a good game. What
Yeah, it's
I
good.
was gonna do is tell everyone like we were all gonna play it and then talk about it because we want to introduce this new sort of segment, like Game of the Week segment. But we still haven't worked it out.
Game of the week.
Other than that,
Mm.
what else been playing? Played a bit more Phoenix Wright, but only for like the drive and that.
Yeah.
Been watching a lot of American Horror Story. I feel like there's something else I wanted to talk about, like really quick that I've been playing. Oh, I think the game on the lineup for this month. It's called what's it called? Super Explosion Zoo or something like that.
Yes.
It's just like it's like kind of like a puzzle game. There's like 80 levels.
Boss King
And
63 says, "Did you guys watch the Fallout 4 trailer?" Yeah, we did actually. We were
No,
talking
no.
about
Is it
it
like an
earlier on in the podcast. Sorry you missed it, but if you follow us and subscribe to us on YouTube, you can actually watch it back. We do discuss
I'll
it
look-
for like a good 20 minutes earlier on.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
Of
but yeah,
course.
I agree. It wasn't. What did you think of it, actually, Boss King? Did you enjoy it? Mr. Robot is amazing. But yeah.
Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Yeah, I've been meaning to
I-
start that
I've
for a while.
saying-
That looks
yeah.
good. But it's called in dungeon, like not in a dungeon. Is it wrong to pick up
Mm.
girls in dungeon, which is weird. I don't know if there's a
In dun-
translation error there or whether it's something to do with the narrative. But so yeah, I've been meaning to start that one as well.
Maybe
Ju-
dungeons to
I've
play.
just discovered that Tokyo Ghoul season 2 is on that Anime Haven.
Oh,
So
shit, they
I've been watching that.
get
That's
shit,
enough.
they
That's
get
quite
ya.
enough.
Cuckoo,
You gotta stop it.
ah,
Stop.
Shikima, Okay, come on. What was it talking about?
That's gonna be my next.
Get out of
Tokyo
here.
Ghoul. Yeah, you need to finish it because
Yeah, I know. I need to finish it. Like the
I don't think there's
I still
there's
need
gonna
to
be like
finish
another
Naruto.
season.
Yeah.
Naruto.
yeah, Boss King
Yeah,
was
yeah.
cool.
I
Wasn't
still got like about 50 episodes to watch or something.
it? Mm.
I think. Actually, probably more like 80. I think actually.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, I need to.
I've been really busy this week. Counter-Strike DLC came out last Tuesday. Been hammering that home. Well, actually, no, I haven't been hammering it home because you only get to play one
You
mission a
haven't.
day. So, like, the first couple of days, I was like, okay, I'll just hammer it. I'll just keep up to date with it, keep the missions on the flow and stuff like that. But
You've been lagging behind, lad.
yeah, I'm only 2 days behind now, 2 missions behind, because I've done the AWP one before. So I'm only 2 days behind now. But I mean, it's not really DLC. It's just like a ranking system and like new drops and stuff. But that's cool. Next, Life is Strange episode 3 came out, and I played it,
Oh,
and holy shit, I haven't been like, because I'm quite a logical person. Like I can kind of see where something's going, and usually I can determine what's gonna happen. So I'm not really surprised by much, but at the end of this episode, I was like genuinely surprised, and like I was watching Dodger play through it as well after I did, and I was waiting for that moment when I was surprised, and she had the exact same reaction, and it's at the very end of the episode as well. So you have to wait for the next episode, and I've never wanted
Yeah, like
something
I should
so
really
much
play it.
more. Like it's insane. Like if you haven't played it yet, definitely get it before you run
How
into
much
spoilers
is it?
online.
'Cause
I think it's 15
I'm
quid for
really-
all 5 episodes. If
Okay.
you buy the first episode, you get another one free. So you'll
On
have to pay for
PS4?
3. Yeah, on PS4. But oh, what a game! Like
I get it.
it's kind of.
I'm actually waiting for it all to come out before I get it.
See, I don't see anything wrong with that. Thingy. Christian says just bought CSGO. We'll play sometime. I'm garbage. Yeah, jump in with us. Also,
Don't worry,
Dodger, though.
you
Yeah,
can
I
jump
agree.
my Smurf account if you
Dodger's
want.
Dodger's another level. But yeah,
Go on, keep talking.
um,
I was going to back on Counter-Strike.
so yeah, Life is Strange. If you haven't got it yet, definitely. But I mean, pick it up for the PC if you've got a PC, but I'd recommend it for the PS4 because the trophies are basically just play the game and you get the platinum at the end of the 5 episodes. So it's a nice platinum if you want to.
Take that.
But it's the first episode is like I say this every time I talk about it. But the first episode is just like introducing you to the characters. Second episode is kind of like the first big shocker, like the first big kicker, depending on the choices that you make. And then the third episode, it starts off really slow again. So you're like, this big things happen, this big climactic thing, and then it's kind of just like follow, and then literally just took me. I can't explain how much it took me by surprise. Like I can't talk about it because no one else has played it. But hot damn.
Which number 3. Yeah.
Episode
Damn.
3. Yeah. Like
Don't worry, we're
like
how long left until this episode?
we're an hour and
Coming to a
36 in, so we'll probably do another 10 more
coming to a
minutes.
close shortly.
Yeah.
Don't worry. No, just Bobby Bobson wants another
Oh, he
song.
wants to know when you're singing a song.
I said we'll do one at the end.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 10 minutes or so, just after we talked about this. But
I'll come up with some of the
brought tears to my eyes. And that's not a hard thing because I get quite emotionally
'cause you're a
involved with games.
bitch.
Yeah, because I'm a little bitch.
You're a
But
bitch.
You know what game I actually forgot to mention? Yeah,
go on.
The Witcher 3, lad. It's fucking.
You
been playing it?
good, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Nice.
Yeah.
See, this
Yeah.
I haven't picked it up yet. 1, because I'm skint and I can't afford it. 2, because I was listening to the patch and they were saying that it's much harder to go back and play number 1 and 2 after you've played 3, just for the mechanics. So they said if you want to
Oh.
follow the story properly, play 1, 2 first. So that's
Oh, it's
what-
like have they changed the
So-
mechanics quite a bit then?
well, yeah. Well, apparently in the first game, the fighting mechanics are 1 button, so you just keep hammering 1 button.
yeah,
Which is
really,
simple and
magnetic.
like quite cool, but apparently that changes and obviously the graphics and stuff. But I'll probably get the upscaled resolution one for the PC. I've got the second one on the Xbox 360 there. Got it with Games of Gold, so I've got that there, and then I'll buy The Witcher 3 eventually. But is it good then, Carl? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fucking.
How far
Say, I
into it
got
are you?
up to- I don't know. I'm only 15%, but
15% in.
yeah, it's.
Easy
Meant
to
to
get
be a
into
fucking
or
game.
slow or?
Well, at first, to be
like
honest,
dragging
like,
each one.
the way it starts off, it's like I don't know. I don't know whether it's like a case of you've got to play the second one to understand it more.
Hmm.
Maybe there's something I'm missing,
Hmm.
like
Yeah,
you know,
well,
from previous
the,
games, or maybe they all fill the
the
gap.
way they
half.
structured it, wasn't it like if you played number 2, you can set up number 3 based on the choices that you made or something.
Well, What made me laugh about that is I started the game twice because I think it's broke. Well, obviously I haven't got fucking. The Witcher
I
2.
heard about this. Is this the questions they ask you at the beginning? But it's really
Yeah, it's-
unclear. It's really unclear, like what questions they ask you.
Well, at the beginning, it's like, have you ever played a sword fighting game? And I was like, yeah.
Hmm.
Have you ever played a game, it's basically a game like Assassin's Creed? So I said yes. And then it said, would you like us to load your what was it? Would you like us to load your Witcher 2 file? And it said no. And then it said, are you sure? And I clicked no instead of yes. So it spent about 2 seconds loading, and then straight away it threw me in the game. But from what it threw me in the game, I don't want to spoil it. It threw me in the game at a point where my head was fucked after 5 minutes of sitting there. Whereas when I went back out and started again and actually clicked, yeah, I don't want it to fucking load anything. Lad,
Made
total
sense.
different ball game, yeah.
That's perfectly
And I was just
understandable.
yeah, but the
Dragon
questions it asks you,
Inquisition did that as well. Dragon, I don't know if it's still up now, but with Dragon Age Inquisition, obviously it's a very heavily choice-based game, so the outcome's based on whatever you chose in the earlier
Yeah,
game. So basically,
That's what.
the general gist of Dragon Age is it's mages versus Templars, right? So like there's this war raging on between the Templars and the mages. So based on what you've played in Origins and the earlier ones determines what the outcome is. So they had this system on the website where you didn't need your save file. You just needed to know what you did at the end of the game. So you could input what you'd done, and it give you like a recap of like where you're up to. So if you hadn't played any of the earlier games, you can go on and say like, I haven't played anything. Give me a recap from Origins. Give me a recap from 2, 1. And I thought that was a really good system. Like, it allows people who didn't play. I didn't do it myself, and I didn't play any of the earlier Dragon Age games before Inquisition, and I thought it was fine. Like, it didn't really find that much of it. I didn't find it too hard to get into. Probably just missing a few character references or whatever, but I thought it was fine. But The Witcher, I don't want to do it like that. I want to actually go back to The Witcher 1 and go from there. But,
definitely worth a buy. I wouldn't.
Plus,
say
by the time
worth-
I've got that much catalogue, by the time I've done all the other games, it'll probably be cheaper. But,
Yeah.
I
Other
thought
than
of
that,
the game I played actually, which I forgot to mention, but I won't talk about it
no,
really.
go on. What is
It
it?
was Twilight Princess. Finished Twilight
Oh,
Princess.
you finished
but-
Twilight Princess, yeah.
Yeah.
What did you?
I really want to talk about it. It was good. It's good.
If
Yeah.
you were to rank it out of all the Zelda games you've played, where would you put it?
Middle.
Middle. Above and below what?
I'd say like on a par with Minish Cap.
On par with Minish
That's-
Cap?
Yeah, I've Wind Waker. I think after playing Wind Waker, I was a bit. I just thought that it was so good. Wind Waker.
It's a beautiful game.
That's towards
I was
the
gonna
top.
go back. I was gonna go back to that soon and go for the 100%, the master checklist. So I want to aim to do that for every Zelda game, but in an ideal world where there's not games coming out every week. But yeah, perfect segue. Majora's Mask. I've been wanting to talk about this one for a while. So the story behind it is I didn't play Majora's Mask on the N64 for whatever reason. I just grew up with Ocarina and Link to the Past. So I eventually I was like, okay, I need to play Majora's Mask. So rather than going for a copy of it on the N64, come across the collector's edition on the GameCube, which has a copy of Majora's Mask on. So before I get a chance to play it, they announced the 3DS one. So I said to Dan, should I play the GameCube version first and then get the 3DS version so I can appreciate the change? Whatever. And you were like, no, just go for the 3DS one. So I was like, sound. So I waited. I was like, I'll get the actual 3DS. So I got the Majora's Mask 3DS. I had to wait an extra 2 months for it to come because it was out of stock. Finally got it. Finally played it, and I was very underwhelmed. Like, I was like, this doesn't feel like a Zelda game to me. There's no Zelda for starters, apart from in like a flashback.
Amazing.
It's straight after Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, it's set straight after Ocarina of Time. And I got to like the Deku Palace, that dungeon, and I was like, I just can't get into this game. And I moved on to Xenoblade. But then I kind of started feeling guilty because I was like, I'm hearing all these good things about Majora's Mask, and I'm kind of not giving it enough time. So one day I was like, right, fuck it, I'm just gonna fucking burn through Majora's Mask. Put in a good 12 hours, smashing the dungeons and that. Slowly started getting into it, and then eventually I did get into it, and I do actually really enjoy it now. Not my favourite Zelda game.
Yeah. You actually like it now then?
Yeah, I do like it. I think
T and E.
it's just hard to understand the mechanic at first. I think like
So like it's
Usually,
they changes like
usually a Zelda game is based around one mechanic.
is it?
So
Because I haven't like we mentioned I haven't played any Zeldas,
yeah,
so I don't
I'd
know
say
like
it's one
how
of the
it actually
harder
works.
ones.
It's like so like the
it's
mechanics
hard.
like harder
It is really hard, but it's
It's not really.
to get
not just
used
mentally
to,
hard.
or
It's hard to
the actual
Not, I
game is
wouldn't say
hard, or the
to get
mechanic.
used to.
both
I'd just
both.
say to
Usually, like going into it as a
actually, yeah. Well, wrap your head around a bit. Yeah, so you
like
get used.
So
usually
like
with a Zelda game. So with a Zelda game, there's usually
they're like pretty
one
straightforward.
mechanic, and it's basically what it. So Ocarina of Time, the Ocarina, Wind Waker, sailing about. You've got the Wind Waker that you can change direction of wind. It's usually musical actually. Twilight Princess, you've got the Twilight Realm and the transformation of Link.
Right.
Skyward Sword, Skyloft, flying, whatever.
I know these, sure.
But then Majora's Mask. So you go into it thinking, okay, so the mechanic of this game is you use masks to transform Link into different forms, and you obviously use the forms to solve puzzles. So like
Right.
you use the Goron form to
Mm.
as like a heavy character, and you can like ground pound and heavier switches and whatever. But then you've also got this other mechanic of you've got 3 days to do everything in the game. So you're like, okay. When I first
Three
went into
in-game
That's
game.
yeah,
time.
That's
three
like my
three
favorite
in-game
thing.
days.
In-game
Where at
game.
first I was like, okay, so I'll just explore. So I started discovering all this stuff, talking to everyone and whatnot. And then it's like, oh no, world's gonna end. Use the Ocarina of Time. Fucking use the Ocarina of Time. Do 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 do. Rewind to the first day. Okay, so I've already explored this whole map. Now I've got to go and explore it all again and talk to all the people again. So like, everything I had done
It's
had
not
been
that-
erased. But I didn't realise that you can slow down time, so you have more time. I was trying to do it on like the shorter time, and two, I didn't realise that most of the side quests aren't necessarily you have to do them every time. You just have to get to a certain point, and then you can redo it. So there's a specific side quest that I was trying to do every time, and I just kept failing because I didn't have enough information about it. So there's a business scrub who like you meet at the very start of the game, and he's like, "Oh, I sell this, but I want to move to the forest, or no, I want to move
He just
somewhere
wants to
where
move,
it's,
I think.
yeah, he just wants to move,
you-
yeah. So he gives you the deed. It's a city
Because you
deed.
get deeds for different places.
So then when you go to the forest, the one in the forest's like, oh, I want to move to the big city. So you give him the deed for that, and then he moves off and he gives you the woodland deed. So then when you go to the next place, but you have to actually unlock the places first before you do it. So I got it in my head. I was like, oh, we'll just wait until the end of the game then, when you've unlocked all of them, and you can just do it in one run. And I finally started warming onto the mechanics, and it made sense.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy
It's
it now. But
it's
I
like-
still haven't beat it. I want to get all the masks before I beat it. So that's what
you
I'm going
do.
for. And I was getting the deity mask.
No, when I was playing Dark Souls, and I was like, I'm not warming to any of this kind of thing. I mean, and you were like, it's about the lore.
It is.
Kind of
You've just got to do your own kinds of reading.
I think it's like the one Zelda game because it's got like the least amount of narrative. There's just little things that happen, and it kind of creates like, because it's literally the 3 days. So it's the same 3 days. So everything that's going on across the entire world in the game relate to different characters in different places, and people move on different days at different times. When you're doing the cycle, it's a game that's like, it's about like, if you want to get your money's worth, you want to do the side quests because they give the most sort of information. It just kind of allows you to connect with all the characters and how they're kind
So
of
I've just
reacting
completed
to
the side
moon
quest.
coming down.
Probably the biggest side quest in the game. I think do you know which one I'm
Anju.
talking about? Anju's one.
Yeah.
And quite sad completing
It
it,
is sad.
but not sad in it. It's sad the fact that it's like it's you're following this storyline, right, of like a woman and a man who are in love, and the man is missing. So you run around town looking for him. So on the first day, you have to
Speak to his mum.
break into his house, so to speak, and you discover that he's actually a kid, and all this whatever. So each day does something different, and then on the last day, when you finally reunite them, you realize that it's the last day and the world's about to end, but like they're together. You've like reunited them, and it's just like a nice little it's nice, and then you rewind and it all gets erased. But you obviously have the progress and the progress log and the mask and whatever to speak for. But I mean, it's good. I am enjoying it, and I'm probably gonna go for 100% purely because every Zelda game I've ever played, I've been like, oh, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that a lot. But this one, cause I felt a bit iffy at the beginning, I want to try and 100%. It's a really warm to it, like.
Why I say it's kind of like lore is because you don't really get told much about your enemy. All you know is the Skull Kids found a mask with powers in it and whatnot. But when you
all
start
have
getting
to go off is the mask salesman who's like,
yeah,
you don't know
but
his
then
motives. All he wants to do is get his mask back, and you've been
and then you
tasked
get
with it.
yeah, you sort of get told, you know, get these four things or whatever, and but then once you like start to do the end of the game, you start you learn about like what's actually going on, like what is Majora and that, and it kind of it's a bit sad, and it all starts clicking together a bit and that. So
I mean, it is good. And I do need to
do
finish
you know
it.
about the Deku Butler and his son as well? It's
No,
like
no, I haven't got
it's
to
the
that one yet, but
art.
I've heard that one's like really sad.
It-
I haven't got to that one
Watch,
yet.
just play the game, finish it, and if you're not onto it, I'll explain it to you.
Yeah, I'm just going for all the masks at the minute. I've just did the well, I'm trying to do
It's quite dark.
do you know the dancing side quest where you get the little dancing mask and he does the dance?
Yeah. He's have you not got it yet? No.
I've got the mask. I haven't.
Oh, have you
I
done
can't. I
have you
can't
done
find the people because it doesn't let you. It's something to do with the people inside the inn, right? But you can't dance in the inn. But I remember seeing
No,
two
when
of them
they're
outside.
outside,
I remember seeing two of them by the game
when
place.
they're
But
doing
I
when they're
can't
doing
find which day
dance.
it's on. I can't find them.
Oh, it's just at night time.
Oh, is there at night time?
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be
thingy.
worried. I've been looking like at the start of every day. Or maybe I'll go back and do that.
Yeah. It's dead funny when you join in the dance.
I
You
love the
all
dance, like the
you all start doing the dance.
like like that. He's like a mime, and then he's a little spin.
Yeah,
But
it's dead funny.
I'm
Like
enjoying
it's
it.
like a little
I'm enjoying
cutscene, and you've like Link's in the middle, just like some little fucking kid in a green tunic, just like go with a mask on.
That's so sweet. But, yeah, I mean,
Are you two enjoying yourself?
that's what I've been doing. And guacamole as well. I spoke about that before. But yeah, that's all I've been up to really. Busy week when it comes to games. I've also been watching Tokyo Ghoul and reading Boku no Hero Academia.
I also been reading that, but I finished it. Whoa, I'm off to date with it.
Yeah, I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
I know.
It's alright.
I've also
it's
been
pretty
reading the fucking Link to the Past comics. Nice easy read.
good. Do you think we should
Bobby, yeah, we should wrap it up. It's
wrap it up with a song?
1 hour 52. It's a nice length, I think. Yeah. So
Wrap it up with a song,
actually,
guys.
let's thank all our followers that we got today. Actually, we got quite
Thank
a
our
few.
followers. We got a few today.
Yeah, I'll list them off now. Where are we?
That's a sick dance as well.
Can you sing a song about the sandwich that goes on an adventure and explain what happens on the adventure and make there be a big twist at the end?
You think you can do that?
No.
Right. So.
Done. No.
There once was a sandwich
Deny.
on a ham and cheese horse.
Thank you so much
We went
to
to see the king.
Bobby Bobson
Good,
123321. Biggest fan, stuck with us all day, loving the German Shepherds. Fazabine, Azam, thanks very much. The Pizza Face, Will Cookson, Happy Go Lucky Gamer. Thank you for following, mate. You should have been anyway. And
Hello,
Cards
Card.
HS, thank you so much for following.
Which is Helsing.
Usually we do this every Tuesday, not every Wednesday. It's just obviously the Fallout 4 thing happened, and we also got drunk with it yesterday, so we kind of missed it. But yeah, other than that, follow us for updates, subscribe to our social medias, YouTube, all that stuff.
Yeah.
We
Actually, after
post every
this,
episode. Yeah, we post every episode
after this,
straight away.
I'm gonna stream some
You're gonna
Counter
stream
Strike.
some Counter Strike. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna stream anything tonight. I'm probably gonna go in bed because I'm really tired and hungover. But I'll host it. I'll host Richard. He'll play some Counter Strike.
I'm Christian. We know along
We know.
your profile picture.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks very much, guys. We're gonna play. Do you want some music to go with your song?
Yeah.
Plot twist. Oh wait, am I actually doing this shit?
Just play like some generic chords. Alright, what's the song?
It's about a sandwich that goes on an adventure, but then he gets shit. No shit. There's two Christians.
Come on.
Right. Go on.
Who's making up the lyrics?
Oh, am I doing it then?
Of course, he wants you to do
I'm doing
it.
like I'm doing like a sea shanty thing here.
Go on then. Sea shanty. The once was a. Go on.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm not ready at all. There once was a sandwich that went on an adventure. Let's call this sandwich Peter. The Peter's the sandwich went out on an adventure. This is more of a song story. I'm not gonna sing. I'm really bad at this. Do you want to help me?
The dog.
What's it
Good dog. Good dance.
Oh no, that's
A
the
sandwich
Peter
that
the
goes on an
sandwich. the
adventure
pirate.
and explain what happens on the adventure and make there be a big twist at the end.
There once was a
There
went on an
sandwich.
adventure, and his name was Dave. I don't know what to sing about, but he was really brave. He fought through the dungeons to find a
Pickle.
something. Help me out. A pickle.
Girl.
Well, no, 'cause she's not in the dungeon. She's in the castle. I'm getting to that.
Is it wrong to pick up her?
He questioned whether it would be okay to pick up a girl in a dungeon, but there were no girls in the dungeon anyway, so he just went on his way to the castle to find someone else to shag today. In the castle, he found Bowser, but he was.
Not there.
Mrs. Bowser.
You can't find someone and then he's not there.
Yeah.
Oh no,
And someone that isn't there.
he wasn't there, so he just climbed up to the top and jumped off the top like Spider-Man, and then he realized that he had wings, so he flew up high to the clouds, and then there was a girl up there and he got laid. I don't know.
The end. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. No Spoilers Podcast episode 6. See you next.
Song about the sandwich.
Actually, we actually won't be back next week because
It was Peach, not
Fucking
Rosalina
Peach.
or Daisy.
or Pauline.
Yeah, or,
Yeah, it should be
Oh,
noted
so
actually.
fantastic.
Toadette.
We won't be here next week because we'll be at Download Festival. So I don't know if Richard wants to take over the channel for the night. Maybe stream some Counter Strike, or
Just
The
Counter
twist.
Strike.
or some games, or maybe do a solo
Or
podcast. Maybe
the-
feeling brave.
Twist was
Cheese.
The sound.
she was a German Shepherd.
We're done.
Oh, we're good. So yeah,
We need to close.
thank you so much, guys, for watching. We won't be here next week, probably 2 weeks. Actually, we might do our first live podcast in 2 weeks. Hot off the heels of E3, because Big Dan's sorting us out for E3. We're gonna have a nice little night there. That'll be cool.
It'll be fantastic.
We'll stream some stuff. Best twist ever. Glad you enjoyed
you.
it, Bobby. Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks for sticking with us. So yeah,
along.
we'll see you in 2 weeks, guys.
Yeah,
2 weeks
cheers.
time.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you later.